here because I want to be a superstar. I cannot stay in my little hometown, Haverhill, Massachusetts, the rest of my life doing nothing, hating my life, getting married just to get out of my house, and having 3 kids and then hating my life. I really want to be a superstar. I want everybody to know who I am. I want to help America out any way I can. I'm just real. I'm like everybody around me. And if others have done it, I don't see why I can't do it also.
Now, you're saying a superstar, but meaning what? You just want to be famous? What do you want?
I want to be a singer. I want to be an inspiration for the younger generation, so they can believe through me. Say, well, if that girl did it, I could do anything also, because we got to live life to the fullest.
So what can Howard do for you? What do you want Howard to do for you today, briefly?
I want Howard to give me a chance, introduce me to America, so I can, let them know that I'm just like them. I can sing, I can dance, and I want a fan club so we can all benefit from each other. I can help them, and they can help me, and we can do this together.
Okay, so hang out. You'll be on in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
There's a chick outside who wants to get in here. We don't have her booked. I want to give her 2 minutes. Gary says she's a scream. She lost a bunch of weight. She's some Puerto Rican chick who swears now she should be a model.
Oh, okay.
And that she should be discovered because she can sing. He says she's all over the place.
What is she, a singing model?
Not a bad looking girl.
Very pretty girl.
Good looking, chick.
Oh,
She's good looking. Hey.
Oh my God, hi Howard, how are you doing today?
Now you say you model?
No. First of all, thank you all, you guys. You guys are all so wonderful.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
You're a pretty girl. Your lipstick with the black line around your mouth looks like a mustache from where I'm standing.
Christmas.
See, that's the first thing you gotta take care of.
You outlined your lips in black eyeliner.
Yeah.
And it looks like you have a mustache. And you're a pretty girl. Why are you doing that?
A lot of Puerto Rican girls do that. They haven't gotten the word yet. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh my God, hi.
Hi there.
It's a horrible look.
Okay, we can get rid of it if it's distracting you.
You look like you wrapped your mouth around a tailpipe.
Yeah, or something bad happened.
You sucked.
Hi. Okay, so my name is Zenaida Perez, like I told this gentleman over here.
The one with the big teeth and lips?
Yes.
That's Gary.
I think you're all beautiful, first of all.
Thank
Everybody looks different. We're all beautiful. That's what makes us beautiful. Because
Thank
we
you.
all look different.
Artie,
Big,
you're
tall,
beautiful.
brown.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay, anyway, I just got here from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Like I told you.
I've visited Haverhill, Massachusetts many times.
Oh my God, are you serious?
That's right. I've spent lots of time there.
First of all, I cannot even believe I'm here.
Haverhill was a huge manufacturing town years ago. I used to make shoes there.
You're a good man, Howard.
You're damn right. I'm your father.
I appreciate you. Yes, you are.
That's
You
right.
are.
I had
You
sex
help
with your
us all.
mother. No, I
You
mean
make
literally. Honey, let me understand something. You say you were fat.
I was a size 14.
And what are you now?
I'm a 5, and I still have 7 pounds to lose.
Right.
But the whole point is that since I was 12, I knew I wanted to be a superstar, but I was overweight. I wasn't when I was a little girl, but somehow it happened. Eating too much rice, I guess, and I said, okay, I want to be a superstar, but you have to lose weight.
Right.
About 15 years it took me, but it finally happened. I met my boyfriend,
And you lost weight.
No, he's a personal trainer, and he got me in shape. And okay, all along I was practicing because I knew I was going to be a singer someday. I'm not just a singer, I can
The hell is
dance.
that? Let me see you dance.
Larry.
I can,
Everyone up.
I'm
Wait a minute,
Zenaida
she's gonna
Perez.
dance.
Dance to this.
Zenaida Perez.
Not bad. This is not an easy song to dance to.
No, wait a minute. Now that I've lost weight, I feel more confident. This is why I can be here. Like, I used to dream about this.
Give
I
her some real good black music to dance to.
how about that song, It's Such a Good Vibration by Marky Mark? You got that one?
No.
we don't have that.
That's not a
How
good
about
black
Lean
song.
Back or
I'm
something?
Too Sexy by Fred.
What's up from the last 20 years?
Fred, play something, please. There you go.
That's the best.
Can I dance?
That's the best
You're
I've ever
good.
seen someone dance to that song.
Yeah, you guys are so awesome. The way you compliment me, it's unbelievable. But I want to let you know that I planned this to be here. I said, if this doesn't work out, like I told him, I lost all this weight. Everybody's always.
You need to lose more, you know.
Yes.
I saw you when you were dancing. You need to lose
7 pounds.
15.
And you need to figure out the difference
And
between
I will lose
Lose
15 pounds.
15.
I will. But I need help now because I'm all alone in the city. I do not know anybody in the
Howard,
city.
she just got on a bus this morning from Haverhill
Yeah.
and got off the bus really with no plan.
No. No. I always have a plan.
What's the plan?
The plan was I sent my pictures to the Ford agency in New York City, a modeling agency, and because I wanted a break. You need a break in this life. Somebody has to say, fine, I'll help you out. You know, let's see.
Well, you gotta have the goods. You gotta listen.
How old are you, first of all?
23.
All right, that's a little late to be starting a modeling.
Sounds like you might be
No,
27.
it's never too late.
You might be older than 23.
It's never too late.
You're older, aren't you?
No, I'm 20.
What year were you born? What year were you born? Quick.
Okay, 76. I'm really 27, but
That's what I
like,
thought.
people like to hear the young numbers, you know?
She went to American Idol, and they told her that she
No,
was...
I did not go to American Idol. I called to be on the
Right,
show,
and what
but
happened?
I was a year too old, so I couldn't do it.
I'm sorry.
And I was on Divas Live, contestant 135, put on by VH1.
Right.
I didn't win that.
Right.
But, you know, from all your mistakes, you always get somewhere. Because then from that, I got a scholarship to John Robert Powers in Boston. Now I'm trained for TV commercials, soaps and sitcoms, and feature
Yes,
films.
one from Telemundo. You're on the...
Hello, my little burrito.
Yes.
You're gonna be a big star. I got two things for you to learn.
Yes.
Number one, lap dance $20. Number two, don't do it in my eye.
Right. Would you ever do stripping?
No.
No, that's not your thing.
No, you can't be like everybody else. You gotta be
Isn't
real.
it true the Ford modeling agency sent your pictures back? to
Yes,
you?
and I sent them back with like the
So
whole-
they're just sending them back and forth?
yes, back and forth because I wanted
You're
to
getting
prove to
rich.
them.
You should
that-
send a resume.
I'm going to put your picture up on Howard Stern's
I
and
love
let
Howard.
people look at you.
I love Howard.
I'm going to take a facial
and
shot
not only
and
because
body
he's
shot.
given me a chance, but because he's a good man.
Yeah,
a lot of
I
people
will
don't
put
like
your
him
picture up there.
because he's real, and when you're real, people think you're crazy.
Are you crying?
No, this
Did
is
you
like,
cry?
I love real people. See, we're weird. Like,
Listen
in
to
the
me.
world,
I
we're
will
weird.
take your picture, put it up on howardstern.com, and I will institute on the bulletin board a poll about your looks, and I will get back to you tomorrow with whether you are a 10 or a 1 or somewhere in between.
You know what? I am not perfect, but I'm the best that I can be, and
How do
working
you
on
look in a
myself.
bathing suit? How do you look in a
I'm
bathing suit?
still not confident. Like I told you, 15 more pounds, and I'll
right.
put it on
All right.
the show.
Go take your pictures. Go ahead.
Is she now here to stay,
Thank
or are you
you.
going home?
Well, okay, at home, everybody thinks I'm gonna be a big superstar because I had my big interview today at the Ford agency. Did I tell you guys I sent the whole agency Cat of Lilies, $600 worth, and still not even 2 minutes of.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
You're too heavy to be a model.
Okay.
All
But
right.
no, wait. What's
Bottom
that
line.
lady? Emmy was a plus size model.
Yeah, but you're not plus and you're not
Excuse
good.
me,
You're a pretty girl.
excuse
You're a
me,
pretty girl,
Tyra
but-
Banks is a size 8. Hello.
She's also 11 feet tall.
Right.
No, I think that I could do it if I lose a little more weight. Not
Arms
because
have got to get thinner. Ass, waist, hips,
Well,
everything.
this is what we're
Okay.
saying. Why did you come here before you're ready?
oh, I've been planning this my whole life.
Well,
Since
17
I was
pounds.
12. I mean, I'm going crazy
What
in
is
that
it,
little
Richie
town.
for me, who knows women like the back of his
She
hand?
said that she has an interview with Ford today. She just showed up outside the office and stalked the Ford girl. And the Ford girl was like rude to her, telling her to like basically get away from her.
I didn't stalk
So you didn't have an
her.
interview, you just
She
showed up.
She didn't even.
She
didn't
just
even
can't
come.
show. You got to make an appointment. Hi, Pitch Eric, you're on the air.
Howard, can you tell her to take her top off?
Take your top off right
No,
now.
I can't.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm trying to market myself to America. Like,
Well,
I'm
this
very,
is America right here.
Okay,
Come on, do it now!
I understand, but first of all, I'm not confident yet.
Hi, Pitch
15
Eric
pounds
works for a
more.
modeling agency. This is one of America's top models. Do you want her to take her top off?
Yes, I do, please!
All right, there it is.
I would, but I still got more weight to lose. Once I take the weight off, then we can talk.
Hey, Howard,
Yes?
can you post a picture on
Because
Howard?
if you're gonna do something, you
Yes.
gotta do it,
By the
right.
way, do you get my cowboy high pitch?
What?
Yeah, I got that.
Can you play it, please?
We'll see.
I love you, Howard. You're the man!
He is the man. You're the man.
Go take your pictures for howardstern.com.
Thank you.
Show a little skin if you could.
America, please give me a chance. I am a good person. I'm just like everybody else trying to make it in this crazy little world.
Yes, Mike.
Howard, send this dumb broad back to Spanish Harlem, please. She's an annoying bitch.
Oh,
All right.
my God. Okay.
All right.
You
Well,
don't
you
have
can-
to be rude. I understand not everybody will agree with you in life, but you gotta keep walking, you know?
Well, you remind me, you have the attitude of like a J-Lo or...
No. I'm
Or Linda Lopez.
Zenaida Perez, different.
American
person.
Idol, didn't they raise the age limit
Yeah,
this time around?
To 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on Howard. This is bigger.
All right, I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
It's out there.
This is the biggest thing in America.
You know what else is
and
going to
I'm
help
here.
you? You know what'll
This
help
is
you?
an honor to be in the presence
Listen
of
to your
every
Uncle
single
Artie.
one of you.
You know what else is going to help you in New York, Zenaida?
Yes.
You got to learn the difference between a compliment and sarcasm.
Okay.
Right, that'll
Yes.
also work
Right,
for you.
because
It's like a lot of
nobody here is
people,
complimenting
not
you.
us, but a lot of people are sarcastic.
Yeah, we're not being sarcastic.
Well, you're very beautiful. Go take your pictures for HowardStern.com.
Thank you. You guys are all beautiful too.
There's your future Ford model and singer.
No. Future superstar.
All right, Zenaida, remember that name?
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Size D cup.
I love you, David. Thank you.
Well, there she goes, America's superstar,
Yeah,
Zenaida.
Zenaida, our next superstar.
I think she should send the resume over to Ford Motors. I don't know if she knows about carburetors.
She has a nice face.
Your
Beautiful
face is
face.
gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful
I'll
face.
put her up on HowardStern.com. You decide.
You.
You do.
You knew she was America's sweetheart.
And the good thing is she doesn't talk too much.
See, this is what dreams are made out of. You just gotta leave and do it. You cannot sit at home waiting for people to give you anything. You have to get up and take a risk and live your life.
Okay, so are you ready for your little photo shoot for the website?
Yes.
Okay, this is Jason. He's gonna take your pictures.
Jason,
How you
nice
doing?
to meet you.
Okay, so we're gonna do several pictures here. Okay, we're gonna do close-up. Do close-up shot. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, not one with the little hair. I should cover this thing because they didn't give me a chance. It should
What are
say
you talking
Howard. It should say
Don't
Howard.
worry about it. Looks good. Okay, give me a moment. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a second.
Is this good?
Tell me you're the model. You good?
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Alright, we'll do one more regular. Give us a nice
Okay.
cute pose.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's cute. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Smile. And one more close-up. This time we're talking about your lipstick. Oh, you're good. Good, excellent. Alright, so check this out. We're gonna put a poll up on
Now what?
I don't know. So what's next? What are you gonna do next?
Well, I really don't know. I wanted to talk with Howard after he was done with the show to see, if somehow you guys can help me out. I don't know, cleaning the floors, doing
That's
something.
probably not going to happen. Probably you're not going to be able to speak to Howard. You just did, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
So now I have to go find a place
Yeah.
and then what, listen to the radio tomorrow or what?
Yeah, but chances are that you might not get a job or anything out of this from us.
Well, I'm not trying to get a job or anything
Anything? What? I mean, your picture's going to be on the website tomorrow, so people can come look at it. Maybe a talent scout will see it.
Oh my god, okay. So I guess I'll go look for a place to stay tonight. Do you have a business card?
Yeah, I'll get one.
Okay. So how am I gonna know? Because the plan was to go to Ford Agency and, have them understand that I know I still have to lose 15 pounds like Howard said. But in the meantime, I wanted to meet people and introduce myself to entertainment people and people in the industry. And then, I don't even care to clean toilets. I mean, I'm starting, this is it. I'm here. I'm here to work and just do something with my life.
What about hitting other modeling agencies today?
But I'm not really a model. I'm a talent.
Talent agencies today.
Huh?
What about going to some talent agencies?
How about we wait to see what happens first, no? Because I don't even know. I mean,
Well, what if it takes a week or 2 to 3 months for somebody to look at the website and call? What if it takes that long?
well, hopefully you guys can help me somehow. I'm sure there's something you could do. I mean,
But
we
it's
could
not,
do.
it's not our job to find you something.
I understand that, but I'm very talented. I just need to meet people, introduce me to people, like P. Diddy. Introduce me to P. Diddy. He'll know what to do with me.
Look at it this way. If you're talented,
Yeah.
somebody will find you. And it's meant to be.
Okay, but people don't go out looking for you. You gotta look for them yourself.
Okay.
And I need a chance. So anybody, I don't care what I have to do. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't care. I'll clean the toilet. I'll sweep for somebody's house.
Good luck with everything.
Where's the card?
We're coming down. I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
Come here. What just happened?
I can't believe this is happening to
What
me.
just happened?
I don't know. Somebody called. They want to talk with me. So maybe this is my break now.
Who's the somebody?
Uptown Protections.
Okay. Hang on right there, okay?
You see, I'm real. I'm struggling, but at least I'm here, okay? I'm not home wishing to live this life and watching others live their life. I'm here. I'm making a fool out of myself. I am being real, but I am trying to do this, okay?
I have model update, she's in the whole freaking out crying because
Why?
somebody called here interested in her. So she's freaking out.
Quickly, get her in if she's
Yeah,
crying.
why are you not filming?
I hope she cries in here. She'll come in and compose
Right, so
herself.
it'll be all dried up.
What's wrong? What happened? You're crying hysterically. Tell me what's going on.
I just can't believe this because this is my dream. All I wanted. Do you guys have to laugh?
No, tell us what's going on,
Stop
please.
that.
Yes, we have to laugh.
The guy who's with the camera, nice guy. He's very, very nice.
Don't stop crying. Yeah.
Okay, he told me, okay, so what happens now? And I said, what do you mean what happens now? He goes, what you gonna do? And I said, well, I was hoping, somebody can help me out. And so I was waiting to speak with Howard. He goes, you're probably not gonna be able to speak to him again. And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, that was it. And I said, that was it, so what do I do now? And he's like, so I said, my plan was to have, somebody introduce me to people like P. Diddy or something. And, then from there, we start working on my career here. And he goes, well, I don't know, but, and I said, well, give me your business card. At least, I can call you tomorrow. And he's like, okay, here it is. And then I was leaving and I said, oh my God, what do I do now? I guess I gotta think of a new plan. And then he ran out, I think it was him. And he said, somebody called you here. And it's, oh my God. Sailor from Uptown Productions. I don't even know who this is, but
That's Uptown Pizza.
I think they're gonna give me a chance, and that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted my whole life, just a chance. And I don't care if you guys don't think I'm crazy because I'm real, okay? I'm not gonna stay home in April, Massachusetts and hate my life. I'm gonna be real and make a fool out of myself and say, please, somebody in America, give me a chance, please.
Do you think there's any chance that you'll be able to handle the pressure of stardom?
Yes, I can. You know why? Because I've always been a superstar. We're all superstars. You just gotta be real. If you're not real, then you're not a superstar. You're just making believe you're one. But when people think you're crazy, like Howard, everybody thinks either you love him or hate him. Just like me, that you love me or you hate me. Well, then people think we're either weird or, I don't know, but she's snobby, or people always with their
Hold
comments.
it. There is a guy on the phone. This is a miracle.
Another one.
Toby Stevens, head of A&R at Bad Boy Records. Hold it. Yes, Toby?
Girl, you are the bomb. Do not sign with anybody until we get to see you.
Wait a second, Toby. Please hold on. There is an emotional response happening right now to what you're saying.
Toby, thank you.
Do you know how to wash dishes and make beds?
I don't care. I'd clean toilets if I had to because I don't care. I'm real and I need a chance. I'm not a snob. I don't think I'm better than anybody. So,
Toby, could she be the next big star? Seriously, Toby.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you hear Toby Stevens?
I did.
Head of A&R, Bad Boy Records.
J-Ho, is your father a landscaper? I can use somebody to clean up the lawn.
I don't believe you.
Stop it. No, I wanted to know if she's ever been at a
wasn't
hospital.
Toby.
Have you ever been in a mental institution? Be honest.
No, I'm not.
Have you
No
ever been on medication?
Never.
No.
I am real. This is what real looks like. It's so scary because
It is scary, you're right.
Yeah, I don't want to
see
see
real
real.
All right.
People are fake.
Go out and take your pictures.
I love America.
Are you real? That's all I'm
so
asking.
real that it's
Real
scares
crazy.
people.
I understand.
Honey, good luck to you with your career.
Where's her boyfriend?
Thank you, Howard. My boyfriend.
Taking a rest.
He's removing his ears.
I don't even know if he knows I'm on Howard.
He knows now.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I want to say Zanita Perez.
Okay, and you guys gave me my first break. On
Remember
Howard.
that.
Don't forget us.
I will
Don't forget
never. I will never, ever forget you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I am so tired. This is all I wanted my whole life. I can't. Just a damn. I'm not supposed to say
That's
that.
okay.
Just a break, man. Just a break. Thank you. I love America. I love everybody. Bye. All right.
She doesn't have a place to sleep tonight, I understand.
No.
No place, no plan. Good luck.
Does she have money?
No, come on.
Talk about your high highs and your low lows. Man.
Remind you anyone you know?
I know.
No? Knowing
You know.
growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That comes without saying. Oh, yeah, please.
You knew.
But somebody please introduce her to P. Diddy.
Yeah, what was wrong with us to let her go without it?
The only thing is, it's always tough. Like, she had a 4-minute conversation to Howard where you didn't say a word, and she just can cover 20 topics and you don't have to talk.
So what happened today, all in all? How did everything go?
Everything went like I planned, okay? I planned to come to New York City and have somebody help me out. And they did.
So what happened? Did you get people calling in?
Look at all these numbers. People want to speak with me. This is what you do. You get up and you call and you walk and you take a risk. That's it. And then all this happens. And you meet great people like you guys and we all help each other out. Okay? So whatever you guys are doing, don't give up. Keep going. And you're somebody already. So don't think that being a superstar is going to make you somebody. You're already somebody. But if you want more, you got to go out there and do it. Okay?
So you're going to keep us updated on what happened?
Yes, hopefully we're friends now, you know? If I blow up, I want you guys to come with me. We're gonna do this together. You guys, top people, sit in the front rows, get treated like the kings and queens that you are. Everybody is, all right?
Good luck becoming a superstar.
Let me just give you a quick background on this whole thing and what you're about to hear. It's real simple. Vinny Favale and Tom Gisimundo are guys who work at this radio station.
One is a CBS executive, the other one is our financial officer.
He signs your paychecks.
You're the chief's financial officer, right? Controller, okay.
That's the term.
So these two maniacs get together and write songs together.
Which is certainly the last thing they should be doing.
And Vinny and Tom think their songs are really good. And we started playing them on the air, and they write the songs like this.
You have been nothing but bad encouragement for them. They now have a website.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll get into that. I just want to get to the contest itself. But here's what the tape that we got.
Said it. Not even to this day. You made sure I read it. The author doesn't sign her name. You tell all your friends how I left you in haste.
All right, I told Vinny and Tom it's a horrible song, but I thought it would be a funny idea if the audience tried to make something out of this. We received thousands of entries, lots of musicians out there.
And most people couldn't make anything out of it.
No one could make it. Yes, that is true.
No,
Most
you
of
were
the
hoping
entries.
these would be bad, and they were good.
No thanks to you and Tom.
That's why you delayed it a month. You can't handle it.
They weren't any of them very
You can't
good.
handle it, Robin.
We had to narrow it down to 3 finalists. And we have a panel, an esteemed panel, a prestigious panel. Harvey Leeds is here with us today. Harvey, of course, is a record company executive. Give your credentials real quick, Harvey.
Senior Vice President of Artist Development at Epic Records. Worked there over 30 years with lots of artists, everything from Rage Against the Machine, Pearl Jam, new artists like Franz Ferdinand, Modest Mouse, Chevelle.
I would say you're an excellent judge.
Charlotte.
You certainly have
I hope you
qualifications.
know music by now.
John Tita, what is your what is your background?
I'm Senior Vice President at Warner Chappell Music, and I've worked with Santana and Bon Jovi, and Jennifer Lopez.
Senior Vice President of Warner Chappell Music. You're a publishing firm, right?
Yes.
You actually go out to songwriters and say, hey, you got some good songs here, we'll buy them from you, don't you?
And I go to artists and say, I got great songs for you.
All right, so
I am sorry that you two have to be here today.
well, let me tell you something. We have 3 finalists who turned this thing around and said, no matter how bad this song is, we will prevail. First of all, let me introduce to you one of our finalists. This man is so accomplished. We are honored to have him as one of the finalists. This man's name is Mr. Robert Goulet.
He honors us with his presence.
May I call you Mr. Goulet? Mr. Goulet.
Certainly may.
Yes. Mr. Goulet, I am honored that you would even be a part of this nonsense.
I tell you something, Howard. I've been looking forward to being on your show for a long time. Finally make it.
Yes, and this is a competition. Not that you need to compete, but the fact of the matter is there's a $5,000 prize from Hemorrhelief, which is, of course, the best at getting rid of hemorrhoids.
How's that for an honor?
You don't have a problem there, do you, Mr. Goulet?
Not yet.
You never know, though. After this contest, you might.
I know.
And Mr. Goulet, you, of course, were brought into the contest by a friend of yours, and that friend is here right now. What is
the
your
guy
name?
who actually arranged
Ernest is there? Ernest is here. Hi, Ernest.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning.
You are honored to be a friend of Mr. Goulet's, who, of course, I remember. I was even as a kid, I'd watch you on the Merv Griffin show.
Mike Douglas all
Yeah,
the time.
I remember you from Camelot, all your different great songs.
Howard, how old do you think Mr. Goulet is? He looks amazing.
He's 45, I'd say.
Yeah, he's a contemporary, right?
Yeah, you look real good, man.
Well, thank you.
How do you do
He
it?
sounds like Sulu.
Yeah. So how did you meet Robert Goulet, and how did you get him in the contest?
I used to do a lot of the advertising for ESPN,
Right.
and we did a big campaign for NCAA college basketball. We cast Mr. Goulet to play this sort of latter-day Frank Sinatra, and he did his version of contemporary fight songs. It was a really successful
It was
campaign.
great, yeah.
We won an Emmy Award and got tons of press, so we've stayed in touch over the last few years and tried to conspire to do more work like this.
Mr. Goulet, were you impressed when you got the tape of this song, Restless, Restless, or were you nauseated?
I didn't at first get a tape. I got a call from Ernest, and he talked to my wife, Vera, and I, and he said this wonderful poem is on your show, and you said to have somebody try to do something with it.
Yeah.
And he said, we can do a song. I said, well, send me the music. He said, there is no music. I said, it's only the poem. And I said, well, send me the poem. And I want to tell you, these guys aren't Robert Frost and T.S. Eliot.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a second. Yeah, you killed my song.
Vinny, by the way, Vinny disagrees with Mr. Goulet's version of Restless, Restless. Why do you have a problem with Mr. Goulet's
Because
version?
he missed the whole point of the song.
What is the point?
The point of the song is about a
Because
guy...
I missed it too.
It's pointless.
No, it's not. It's about a guy who keeps on losing the girl. She's restless. They all get restless. They move on. Bob, you're singing it like, you're just dumping a different girl every week, and you're just happy at the end
He
of the
is
song.
dumping a different girl
But I
every week.
think, Vinny, not to
Who's this guy?
not
He's
to,
the
not
guy who
to
created-
contradict
Is this
Vinny.
nigga what?
Not to contradict Vinny's genius, but in the spirit of like a big band, it's always it's a heartbreaking song, but the guy always sort of comes out on top. Anyway, Vinny, that was the way we interpreted it.
I loved all three of the finalist versions. Mr. Goulet, I can't wait for you to perform. Do you want me
Well, I'll tell you something, Howard. I'm not used to singing at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I understand. Do you want to
This
meet?
song really doesn't require much.
Yeah, exactly. And this is
Coming in here right now.
Mr.
also
Goulet,
9 o'clock.
do you want to meet your two rivals in the contest?
When would this be?
Right now.
Leave it in.
Or would you
Well, I
rather
can't
just sing and get it over with?
You want to sing or just get it over with? You ready to sing?
Let me sing, then we can talk after that.
Is he in the tux right now?
Mr.
I'm
Goulet
doing
is
it
dressed.
my way, Vinny.
Yeah, do it
Thank
your
you.
way.
You're
All
killing
right.
me.
Let
Please.
Mr. Goulet have his moment. Judges, please pay attention to the performance. Here it is. rap song and make it sound so good. That's the test of a real man.
We have a winner.
I tell you, that was great. Now it's
That was heavy lifting.
Mr. Goulet, great job. I'm not going to even talk to the judges yet. I'm going to bring in the second version of Restless Restless to perform live right here in our studio. This gentleman's name is Jeff. Jeff, do you have a last name or are you just going by Jeff?
Stillman, Jeff Stillman.
Jeff Stillman, you are going to do the honky-tonk version. We look forward to listening to this. How long did it take you to come up with this arrangement?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
All right. You know,
And
Mr.
what did you think of the song?
Well, because it took so short a time to come up with the music, I thought it was a very well-crafted lyric as far as structure.
Really?
Thank you, Jeff.
What,
It suggested Okay, sucking up.
You can learn from this
do
guy.
you have a professional background in music?
No, but for the last year or so, I've been trying to be a professional songwriter,
what I
trying
figured.
to meet people like
All right.
John in
Okay.
business,
Right.
trying to pass my songs off.
All right. Let us and Mr. Goulet hear his next entry and his competitor. This is Restless Restless honky-tonk version.
You're going to play it off a CD, too.
All right. Here's
Oh, he's
your...
not performing live?
He is. He's performing live.
Karaoke, Tom and Billy.
There we go.
You wore your purple dress, I put on my dancing shoes. A night like all the rest, I didn't have a clue. I picked you up at 10 and to a fault. You were quiet, I didn't know it then, but I was off your diet. Ooh, you said you needed time to think for yourself, while all the time you were thinking about somebody else. Now I can tell by the look that's on your face that someone else has taken my place. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Restless, restless, happens all the time. I love you, I love you, I like you, I've changed my mind. Restless, restless, starts to feel that way. You used to leave her breathless, breathless. Now you leave her with nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Well, come on, panties are off.
Why do you want to hurt me like that, Robin? You never said it, not even to this day. You made sure I read it. The author doesn't sign a name. You tell all your friends how I left you in haste, but you don't tell them how you left me with this aftertaste. Left me with this aftertaste. Restless, restless, happens all the time. Love you, I love you, I like you, I've changed my mind. Restless, restless, starts to feel that way. You used to leave her breathless, breathless. Now you leave her with nothing to say. Nothing to say. Nothing to say. You got nothing to say.
Wow. Boy, Robin, the panties came off. Sung for Robin Rivers.
That was good.
Fantastic. You say, though, that what do you do for a living? How do you make money?
Well, for 8 years I worked at Chrysler and saved up a nice nest egg. I also have a wonderful wife who is still working and suggested that for a year or two I take some time off.
She believes in you.
Yeah, she's going to support me.
Well, I tell you, it's not easy to follow Mr. Robert Goulet. Mr. Goulet, what did you think?
Well, I couldn't hear the music. I could only hear him.
Really?
I hadn't. I thought what he did was quite good.
Well, I tell you,
Music
Mr.
I've ever
Goulet,
heard.
once again, our technical capabilities astound everyone. The third guy, and what a great! Here's a guy, not even a professional. He took that Restless Restless and made it special. Our third guy is Kevin. And he did sort of a country ballad version of Restless Restless. He is the third contestant. Our judges are all here from the record companies, and Biddy and Tom who wrote the song. And this is Kevin. Kevin, what's your last name?
Remick?
Kevin, are you a professional singer?
No, I'm not.
How old a guy are you?
23.
23. I was astounded by your entry.
Yeah, and I'm astounded by his youth.
I thought he would be older.
Yeah, you seem like, do you want to be a country singer?
I play in a rock band, actually.
Wow.
And I thought the country fit the lyrics.
Right.
Better.
Yeah, I felt like that was the feel of the song.
Uh-huh. Well, and you got a little bit of a band here with you. You got a backup singer, and you got a bass player, and you got your guitar. Do you need to sit down, or are you going to stand and do this? You're going to stand and do this? And what do you do aside from a rock band? How do you make a living?
I used to plaster. I just quit.
You're a
I'm going to deliver meat.
You're going to deliver meat?
Yeah.
And when you heard Vinny and Tom's song, did you think, oh my God, this is a horrible song, I can't do a thing with it? Or did it come to you right away?
It was kind of... I didn't think it flowed very well.
You agonized, didn't you?
You agonized.
I worked on it for a
Yeah, but
little
it worked out for
And
you.
even though you're in a rock band, you were able to listen to this and come up with this country version.
Well, when I learned to play guitar, I learned to play country from my father.
Okay. You're from Boston, I take it, with that accent? Yeah, okay.
I hope.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to ask you to do your version, and then we're going to ask the judges to say who wins the $5,000 from Hemorrhoid Relief. Good luck, Kevin, and here we go.
You wore your purple dress. I put on my dancing shoes, and not like all the rest. I didn't have a clue. I picked you up at 10. Into a fault you were quiet. I didn't know it then, that I was off your diet. You said you needed time to think for yourself. Well, all the time you were thinking about somebody else. Now I can tell by the look that's on your face, someone else is taking my place. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Restless. Restless. It happens all the time. I love you. I love you. I like you. I've changed my mind. Restless. Restless. She starts to feel that way. You used to leave her breathless, and now you leave her with nothing to say. You never said it, not even to this day. Made sure I read it. The author doesn't sign her name. You tell all your friends how I left you in haste. You don't tell them how you left me with this aftertaste. Restless. Restless. It happens all the time. I love you. I like you. I've changed my mind. Restless. Restless. She starts to feel that way. You used to leave her breathless, and now you leave her with nothing to say.
Wow. Great job. Nice job.
That is,
I love that guitar riff you did.
you know, I'm a little depressed that the most talented guy in the room is going to be delivering meat in a week.
Rich, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. This is Rich. I wanted to find out if the Baba Goulet version is going to be available on CD for sale. That's great.
Mr. Goulet, any chance you'd be releasing this for sale? This gentleman wants to buy it.
Please say yes. I think I'm making a CD soon because of your promotion of this song. The gentleman has asked me to do about a dozen of the top rock and pop songs of the last 15 years.
Really?
From Sting and the Boss and Madonna and Elton John.
And you're saying
I'm going to do it in my inimitable fashion.
And you're
I
saying
think we'll be selling this one at the same time.
And you're saying Tom and Vinny's song would actually appear on this CD?
Only if they're nice to me.
Okay. Well, I got to tell you, you have to admit, Mr. Goulet, someone who's been around in the business a long time, all of these songs are terrific, aren't they?
I think so. I think that last one was great.
Yeah,
Especially judging from the material you started with.
Yes, I know all of you started with mud, with dirt.
On the bulletin board, they say polishing a turd.
Polishing a turd is what they call it.
Your first time you talked in 20 years, that's what you said. You with me, that was them.
I know that this has, Vinny and Tom are now furiously writing songs. This has actually inspired you guys.
We've launched the website.
Yes.
That's the one bad part about the whole thing.
Yeah, the only negative to the contest is that
they're going to continue
they're going to continue writing songs.
Right. RipTheMusic.com.
I was hoping this would put an end to it. All right, so here are our three contestants. Mr. Robert Goulet. Jeff, I wish I had your last name, no one will tell me. Stillman. And Kevin Remick, okay. All of these versions, great. I have to say, I am blown out by the talent on this show.
Do you have a choice of your own?
I'm having a hard... Steve, what is your choice?
I just Kevin Remick, just take one.
Kevin Remick. He was great.
Is that Robert Goulet in your studio, or is that William
Robert Goulet is here. Kevin Remick is here. And Jeff Stillman is here. All of them good.
Did you see Vinny mouthing the words along with the song?
I thought that was the creepiest thing I've seen. And at one point threw a kiss to Robin. I think to Robin.
I hope it was different.
Yeah,
Jeff was singing to me.
All right, it's time to go to the judges. None of our opinions count. Mr. Goulet, Kevin, and Jeff all doing a great job. And by the way, Kevin, your backup singer there, Mark, terrific job, man. Really good. So I'm having some trouble with his headphones and still prevail. And Dwayne on bass guitar, nice job.
Great.
Wow. I'm looking at the phones. I see half the people saying Mr. Goulet's version was the best. I see another half saying that Kevin's was the best. And then there seems to be another half that says Jeff was the best.
A half and a half and a half?
A half and a half and a half. No, I really do. I see, I could go through them all on the phone, and I've actually gotten many letters for actually to hear these on some sort of release. So let's go to Harvey Leeds. You heard Harvey's credentials. He's certainly qualified to judge this. What is the best version for the $5,000 prize?
Well, first of all, when I first heard this song, I thought it was like a joke.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like Lilo Sobietsky's, poems. I didn't know how quite to interpret it.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, when you hear a song, you say, could that song be a hit? Like we were talking before, could something stupid, if the first time you heard that, or Louie Louie or Bohemian Rhapsody, would you said, is that a hit record?
Right.
So I was kind of jaded, like, look, this song is really terrible.
Right.
Okay. Just to get that out. But, I had to get that out.
Okay. All right. You've insulted the songwriters long enough.
Well, I mean, at first the lyrics were zero.
But all three of these gentlemen have done something.
Absolutely.
They created some kind of magic here.
Very impressive.
Okay.
But I have to look at it and say, okay, who is contemporary? Who could go out there in front of an audience in the year 2004? What, radio is available to it.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, Kevin, hands above everyone, wins.
You're saying he could sell that song?
Absolutely.
Wow.
All right.
I thought it was great.
Harvey Leeds, thank you for your opinion. And Kevin, you have one vote closer to the $5,000 prize from Hammer Relief.
We get no relief.
Where am I
You
supposed
can
to
get some hemorrhoid.
Where do I get $5,000 from?
You're gonna get 5 G's from some ass
Let's
medicine.
go to the great John Tita. Certainly a publishing legend. Go ahead.
Well, everyone was great. Mr. Goulet, you were fantastic.
I couldn't agree more.
This is, to me, what Johnny Cash did with the 9 Inch Nails song. Mr. Goulet has come along and Jeff, you were great. But my vote is going to have to be for Kevin also.
Really?
He did his best to distract us from those lyrics.
That's what I said was good about the song. If you didn't pay attention to the lyrics, it was better.
I actually wanted, I'd buy that version.
Yeah.
I was singing along to it.
Yeah, you were dancing.
I was dancing.
I put people together to collaborate all the time.
All right.
This
Okay,
would be
well,
a successful collaboration.
It looks like Kevin's going to win the 5 G's. Mr. Goulet, I happen to agree
love your version.
When John Tita says that you have taken this song and done what Johnny Cash did for 9 Inch Nails. I was blown out when I heard your version.
Yeah.
And I can't thank you enough for doing that. And I hope you do put it out commercially.
That he did it live too. I
Yes.
thought that was studio trickery.
Very cool. Very
It's a
cool.
real deal.
awesome job, and I want to
thank you. I had a wonderful time doing it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad for Kenny, and good luck to him.
And Mr. Goulet, would you come into the studio when you put out your CD so we can play that with you here?
Or do something live for us.
The first one.
All right, thank you, Mr. Goulet.
I'll tell you, I'm happy for Kenny
Thank
as
you.
well.
And what is it, Gary?
You know, we have to thank WBTV3, CBS affiliate in Charlotte, because they lent us their studio.
Yeah, and Mr. Goulet, what an honor.
And Mr. Goulet's on tour. He's doing Camelot.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So Kevin's the winner.
If you want me to play the female leading Camelot, just contact my page. I'm pretty good.
And does Mr. Goulet realize he sends you a Christmas card every year?
He doesn't even know that. You know I get your Christmas card?
I do.
You do know.
How old is that picture?
Hey, Benny. How bad is that
He looks too good.
Mr. Goulet, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kenny, excuse me, Kevin. Kevin, I thought your version kicked ass.
Yeah.
I really do.
And Howard,
And Jeff, I want to thank you. You just came in here and tore it up, pal. Thank you.
Yeah, they were all three wonderful versions. That's what you got to say.
Tom and Vinny, how do you feel about the outcome of the contest?
I thought it was incredible.
Well, if we had a chance to vote, who?
Kevin, all right, good.
This is
Okay.
my birthday, and Mr. Goulet singing live. Incredible.
Incredible for you.
We did that for you.
Did you ever dream that Robert Goulet would be singing your song?
That and Robin bopping to it.
Yeah. Gee, I tell you, you're all three.
Yeah.
Incredible,
Amazing.
incredible job.
Incredible
Talk
job.
about turd polishing.
Would you consider him as an artist? I'm being serious.
Well, I'd have to put him in a room full of people from Epic and from the A&R staff, but I think...
Are you considering that?
I think he deserves, a serious audition.
Because country music, though, is selling big these days,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah. John, you feel that way?
I'm a publisher. He writes a good melody.
Love to hear more and see
We
more.
read a great
All
lyric.
right.
You're saying,
Kevin.
you're saying he deserves more than an hemorrhoid
How
application?
does that make you feel, Kevin?
Great. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's
That's where
good
it
for you,
starts.
pal.
That's where it starts.
Good job. Got a good band there.
Did they think anything of the other contestants?
Yeah, seriously, would you sign Mr. Goulet? I hope so. And I certainly hope you would sign Jeff.
I thought everybody did an excellent job.
That's right. Well, Tom, you got your birthday wish. Mr. Goulet singing your song on your birthday. Thank you for you. And Mr. Goulet, thank you so much.
Yeah, you were great.
You're welcome.
Yes, and all you guys, great job. Hammer Leaf, thank you.
From the Ali G show. Looking forward to the show.
What are you going to talk about?
I think the season re-premieres on Sunday.
No, is it intimidating coming to talk Howard? Because usually, you're in a character, and now this is just...
I'm here naked.
Really?
You could well turn the tables on me. Exactly. Could be a disastrous move. It's foolish. I'm leaving.
Now here's Sasha Baron Cohen. He's known as Da Ali G from the Ali G Show.
He's not the Ali G.
Da Ali G, yeah, that's his name.
The Ali G show.
Yeah, but he's Da Ali G.
No.
Hey now.
Ali G.
What's happening, man? Good to see you.
He's thinner than I thought.
Thinner than you thought. That's right. What TV ads, how many pounds?
About 50 in his case.
About 50 pounds here. How you doing, man?
Yeah, very good. Thanks for having me on.
Big fan.
Thank you. Likewise.
Love it. Love it, man. Can't believe that's you.
It's
Yeah, I'm
disappointing.
looking at him
Disappointing.
That's
No.
you.
I'm not disappointed.
A little bit.
No, not at all.
He looks like Jerry Seinfeld.
The Andy Rooney stuff.
You're really disappointed.
The Andy Rooney thing is great. We just played it. Did you hear us play it?
Yeah.
Oh man. So you get them there under the premise that
It's a real interview.
Yeah, I can't really go much into how we do it because otherwise I won't be able to do it anymore.
Right.
Ah.
That's it. Sorry. Shall I leave?
Can you leave now, please?
I could either.
How did this character come about? Like, how did it all come about that you wanted to do interviews as Ali G and then the gay guy and all
And
that
the
stuff?
Arab sort of guy.
Yeah, how did it all come about?
I was on a cable TV show in England and I was doing kind of different characters.
Yeah.
Like a sketch show or something?
Yeah, basically like that. And then I was doing this, it was like an early form of Ali G.
Right.
And he was like this skateboarder character. And at one point I saw these skateboarders and I just kind of interacted with them.
Right.
And I thought they'd see through it immediately, and instead they were going, "Oh man, that's rubbish! Look at your skateboarding! That's rubbish, man! Look at him! It's all rubbish! It's skateboarding!" And I looked at them and spoke in my normal voice. I said, "I'm obviously joking. This is a character." And they were totally shocked, and I suddenly realised that people believed me, and these doing these silly voices.
You realize how humorless, like Andy Rooney is.
It's unreal.
And he's a humorist. You know, it's so funny, but he's so serious. It's just, he takes himself so seriously.
What do you think of when, you know, some people actually try to deal with you like you're real? They're afraid to call you on it.
I think, well, everyone on the show deals with me like I am real. And that's it. When I get into the room, the idea is to make them believe in like 30 seconds that they're with the biggest idiot in the world.
Now, there's a big article. Did you see the article in the paper about you today?
I had a little peek.
All right. So the premise is, and I'm not going to read the whole article, but it was kind of interesting and fascinating to me that people don't understand that you're not anti-Semitic. Yeah. You're Jewish, number one.
The song, yeah.
Yeah, so we play this clip all the time on the show. You got up at a redneck bar.
That's right.
As like an Arab character or some Middle Eastern character.
What's the character's name?
He's actually from Kazakhstan, so it's like an old Soviet republic.
Right. Yeah. What's the character's name on it? Borat. Okay. So, and I know your show mostly from playing the clips here.
Yeah.
You know. So and Borat gets up at a hillbilly bar.
That's right.
And sings this horrible song about Jews, which only points out the incredible amount of anti-Semitism still in this country. And now Jewish leaders are calling for your head, which is
they're after the wrong people.
And my foreskin.
Yeah, but why aren't they after the guy in the bar who's sitting and singing along?
And the woman running around putting the horns on her.
Exactly.
Are you upset by the controversy, or does it just help you?
I don't know if it helps me. It doesn't really worry me. I mean, you're always going to have some curmudgeonly, guys who don't really get the joke and go, oh, it's about Jews.
But what do the rabbis, or I don't know, whoever these people are, what do they want you to do? They want HBO to throw you off the air? Is that what they're calling for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you think HBO will cave or buckle in any way?
I hope not. I mean, I think it would be foolish if they did.
It's not TV, it's HBO.
Exactly. They're above that. They love anti-Semitism at HBO.
Did they call you into any kind of meeting and say, hey, Sasha, we love you, but, you got to cool out on the Jew stuff?
Well, there was actually a bit on the show that we didn't put out, which it wasn't really very funny, which was the reason we didn't do it, where I'm interviewing this guy in Texas.
Right.
On this ranch where it's basically like an exotic zoo, but instead of just looking at the animals, you can shoot them as well.
Right.
And this guy started talking about how in the past they used to hunt African people in Africa.
Right.
And he was saying it as if it was a good idea, and then he started saying, well, do you have any Jews in your country? And I go, yes, we have Jews. And then he starts talking about how the final solution was such a great idea.
Oh, wow. So why
and he said it in such a way like, in Germany, the problem with the Jews was so bad, they had to create something called the final solution.
Right.
And he made it sound like such a reasonable thing. They had to finally solve the Jewish problem.
Why wouldn't you air that, though?
That sounds funny to me. No.
I mean, that does sound funny.
Yeah.
I mean, why? Seriously, is it because of the pressure? There's no way that's not funny.
Well, this is the difference. We aired that in England, actually, on the English. But there were elements in HBO that thought that trivializing the Holocaust wasn't
trivial. That's not trivial. It was trivial.
It's amazing to me that you know what this country's become in a lot of ways. We have to protect the stupid people.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that the idiots in this country who can't watch this redneck bar erupt into anti-Semitic songs, that we're worried they won't get the joke.
Right.
It's absurd. So when you do a bit like that and you're taping it, is your expectation that it's going to go like that, or is it your expectation you might get crap thrown at you? You don't know.
Yeah, I thought it could have gone either way, and it was quite a dodgy-looking bar, and we thought, we thought it can always go violent, it can go either way, or they can join in, or...
You've had a surprisingly little bit of violence toward you, though, even though, you really, yank people's chain. I mean, you would think that maybe the rednecks would have gotten up and thrown stuff at you.
Yeah.
But
if they were Jewish rednecks, yeah.
Yeah, so when it started working out for you, and you realize, do you realize right there you've hit comedy gold?
Yeah, you're in character, but
think, all right, this is great.
Did you get incredibly nervous that they weren't getting this on tape? Like, I would assess that they might screw it up.
Yeah, you might stop saying it says, are the cameras on? And say, oh, the cameras on.
Have you ever done a great bit and the cameras do screw up and you don't get your shots?
Yeah, very early on, the first time when I started doing this kind of stuff, I had a new cameraman on.
Right.
And I said, listen, when they tell you to switch off the camera, whatever you do, do not switch off the camera.
Right.
And I came to look back at the rushes, and so the last thing you see is switch off the camera, and then it goes to black.
And that's what you live for when you yell, let's switch off the camera.
And that was it.
Oh, too much. So
do you do a lot of overshooting? Do you shoot a lot of things that don't make it, or do?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, when you're in the room with someone, make them believe that you're a real person. So it can't just be, you know,
so what is
jokes constantly.
So, like in the case with the Jewish thing here,
yeah.
Is that a hidden camera situation, or they know the camera's on them?
No, everyone in the whole show, they all know that they're on TV.
Which is why you're able to have permission to do
That's
this,
right.
because you're not doing a hidden camera show.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
And that's the thing, they're so excited that they're on TV that who knows, they may be even singing along.
So isn't the idiocy even more so that they know they're on camera and they're putting jewel horns over their head? And I mean, that to me is unbelievable.
Well, that's not idiocy, that's really sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, go ahead.
Do you break character at any point? You continue even when you leave the place you are. You leave them with the impression that they had a real experience.
Yeah, I mean, from the moment I go in the room to the moment I leave. So after I sang that, this guy came over and he said, you know what, I'm from Texas, you better see how we treat the Jews down there.
Oh.
Wow.
I go, oh, great, welcome to Texas.
Thank you, Flav.
Right, throwing it down the wells, nothing.
Yeah, that's a tame song.
Yeah, that's too nice.
So the next time you get a reaction from these people is when they actually see it air on the show.
Yeah, but I'm not in Arkansas, so I don't know
but
how
do
they
you
react.
hear from people?
I try not to get involved in the second wave of response.
Yeah.
Oh, so in other words, like if someone from the bar goes, hey, listen, Sasha, do me a favor, don't run that because it's killing me down here.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You don't care.
No.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't care.
Why would you care?
Why should he care?
Yeah, because people could drive you nuts. And doing this show, the Ali G show, it's caught on. Is HBO paying you some money or is it horrible wages?
Let's just say,
You're working on the original contract?
yeah.
HBO is in no. HBO's in
No,
no.
they're all right. They're all right. You know, they give you creative freedom, so I could go somewhere else and get a little more money. But
Their creative freedom is great.
yeah, exactly.
Creative freedom always costs you.
Exactly.
Creative freedom ain't gonna get you out of the slum.
Now, let me ask you something. You're living in LA now?
No, basically living in England. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now,
But
I
you're
understand-
about to get married.
We're gonna get to that in a minute. Let me just. I understand. When I was in England, you almost got me. You almost interviewed me.
No, this was it. I was not in character. It was about 7 years ago when I was on that cable show.
See,
and you were on the Chris Evans show.
Yeah. Now, I think I remember meeting you. You came up to me with a camera.
Maybe.
And you walked up and you. But I was
I
like,
don't
I'm not
think you
gonna
answered.
talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Quite
just
right.
like, I mean, who the hell wants to stop and do an interview? I just was interviewing.
Yeah. I don't think I was going to set you up. It was not in character, so.
Yeah, I think you were just looking to interview me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I kind of remember that. I don't know why that sticks out in my mind. I remember a guy. I remember walking out of a studio and a guy came up to me with a camera. So what was the show I was on? I don't even know.
You were on a show by a guy called Chris Evans.
That was that one-on-one thing? Was that sort of a blonde guy?
Yeah, no, he's got ginger hair, red hair.
Okay, it's
And
light
I
hair.
think you said something like you'd met his ex-wife the night before and you wanted to start the interview with her on your lap.
Yeah. I remember not being all that comfortable there.
Yeah. I think he came on your show here. Is that possible?
He was just annoying.
Yeah, it's been alleged before.
You worked for the guy?
No, I didn't.
For
I didn't.
show. All right.
He was incredibly popular in England, and he's still actually really popular.
Is he still on?
He isn't on at the moment, but that was the biggest show.
I wish you had interviewed me instead, to be honest with you. I would have preferred that. So, so Rob, so now your life's changing. You're getting better known. Were you a stand-up comedian at some point?
Yeah, I used to do stand-up.
And you did all these characters and stuff.
Yeah, I did characters, and, the problem was that they were a little too realistic, so occasionally people didn't realize that it was a character on stage and they thought this was a real guy.
And are we going to see the Ali G movie or something? Is that going to happen?
There was an Ali G movie that I actually did in England that I don't know if it's going to come out here. But
Is it like you doing interviews, or is it like a made-up story, like a backstory?
it's actually more of a kind of made-up story. It's more for a kind of younger audience, and it's not quite as hard-hitting as the TV stuff.
And what else are you working on? You just the Ali G show? You're doing other things?
There's some potential for some films, and you know,
you seem like a real super.
Well, yeah, it seems like he's about to pop, and he's getting married.
Yeah, that's a bad mistake. Why are you getting married? What's going on? The chick's super hot. She's an actress, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's in, what the hell is the movie?
She's in Scooby-Doo. She's in the new David A. Russell film as well.
Right, Scooby-Doo. Now, which chick is she? I didn't see Scooby.
Oh, wait, is it Sarah Michelle?
No.
Are you marrying Sarah Michelle Gellar?
She's already got a husband.
Really?
Who's that?
Freddie Prinze.
Oh, that guy.
No, but who are you? So what's your girlfriend's name?
My girlfriend's called Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
She must be hot if she's in the movies. She gonna do you take the plunge. You could get a lot of trim with that new Ali G show and the success that's happening. You sure?
You must be gay.
You know, I'd have to walk around with my glasses on and the do-rag, or with a massive moustache. I gotta say, when you're actually doing the show, because I I sort of get a bit method about it, or when I grow all the facial hair.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, you know, the fact is, if I'm walking around Hollywood, I'm either walking around with a massive moustache, or I'm looking like an incredibly gay guy. So the idea of me getting a lot of girls doesn't really happen.
Do you ever get laid in character?
I haven't done that yet.
Like,
no.
have you ever been doing an interview as the gay guy with a bunch of gay guys running, and a lot of them go, hey,
how far do you have to go?
No, I have had guys who have said, you know, here's my number afterwards, and, you know, they expect me to come up to them afterwards.
Maybe that's the X-rated movie you could put out, where you bang people in character. Like you interview the Olsen twins and you have sex with them or something.
I did very early when I was doing Borat. I went to a gay pride festival in England.
Yes.
And there was a guy who was a transvestite, and he was obviously a transvestite, and he was a massive guy. Right. But he was dressed in a dress, and the idea was that Borat obviously thought it was a beautiful woman.
Right.
And I was going, you're beautiful. He said, well, come with me then, darling, come with me. And he pulled me into a cubicle in a bathroom. And then suddenly he closed the door and the camera was outside. And I was going, I need to go, I have a wife. And I was trying to open the door. And I realized the guy was a lot stronger than me. And I was stuck in this. I was stuck in this box, literally trying to pull for dear life. And eventually I managed to yank my way out, my wife! And then like ran out of it.
You stayed in character.
Yeah. I mean, there was another guy actually on the DVD that's coming out that, I basically said, you know, so tell me what is freedom? We're at a very far right-wing expo in the deep south. I go, so tell me what is freedom for you? Is it walking down with your boyfriend's hand in yours down the Einsatzstraße? And he goes, no, you know, I don't have a boyfriend, and if somebody like that tries to come near my kids, I will kill them. And I go, all right, so tell me why you're looking me in the face, because you know you're so cute, and you know it's gonna be just one great night for you, but it's gonna be broken heart for me. And he goes, listen, I'm not gay. I go, okay, I see, so you're bi. And then the guy totally lost it and said, I'm not gay, I'm not bi, started screaming at me, and then apparently pulled out a gun. And got the tape back, and he started running with a couple of his guys after me, and I'm like still in character thinking, how do I run as this kind of master guy? And I somehow managed to maintain character but run incredibly fast.
You drunk the goddamn character. I mean, really. In a sense, you need people to make the whole act work, and if you get much more popular, is it going to be the end of the Ali G show? Because everyone's going, oh, there's the Ali G. Once they're in on the joke, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true. It really doesn't work if they're in on the show.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I've heard that you're very reclusive. You try to stay. So I'm surprised you're out promoting.
You're surprised I'm here, so am I.
Yeah.
No, in fact, for 5 years, I never gave her an interview in England, you know.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like what I would do. I'd like be in a mad dash to get as many in the can right now before the whole world embraces you. Because everyone would be like, oh, guess who's interviewing me? Ali G.
Oh, Ali G's coming over.
It's going to be great. And then you turn into Martin Short.
You think it's slightly foolish that I came on the show?
No, I don't think coming on the show will matter. I think that the show is getting more and more popular on HBO, and eventually people will, you'll go in and go, oh yeah,
it's true. You can't do it forever. You know,
it's a big country. You can find places in Alabama where there for years are not going to get the joke.
They don't even have HBO. That's right.
We'll send you to foreign countries.
But the thing was, it's strange. You go to places like Alabama, and some of them are actually people are either saying "Get out of here," or they're saying, "Hey, can you sign this autograph?"
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's
you'd be surprised how far HBO reaches.
It's a small world after all. Jeremy, you're on with Sasha Cohen.
Hey, Booyaka Shah, Sasha.
Booyaka Shah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, question for you. What was the story with the Band-Aid on your face in half the season?
Oh, the Band-Aid?
Yeah.
I actually cut myself shaving, but the idea was to make it look a little bit like Jay-Z.
Oh, really? Nothing actually happened, though. I thought maybe you got cut or something by one of those guys.
No. It was part of the character, making him look goofy.
No, I shave every morning, and I literally just cut myself shaving, so I have to wear a Band-Aid. Not a great story, I'm sorry.
Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, what's happening, Howard? Hey, Ali G, I was wondering, man, who influenced you like yourself? It's a little bit like Andy Kaufman, you know?
Well, I never really watched Taxi growing up, but when I saw the Andy Kaufman film, I was incredibly impressed by this guy. But, I watched a lot of American comedy.
You didn't know about all those improv and all that kind of stuff?
No, it was amazing. I mean, seeing Man in the Moon is...
Yeah, it probably would have been great if Andy got into something like this. Sometimes you couldn't channel Andy's talents.
Andy wanted, but he enjoyed just doing it for real and just driving people crazy. That was what he was going for.
Yeah, that movie he did with that wrestler dude was really good.
Incredible.
Breakfast with Lassie.
Yeah. Ryan, you're on the air. What's up? Come on, man. God damn it, I hate when people screw me like that. They go hello and then they disappear. All right, let's go to Andrew.
Yo, Howard.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, I just want to say respect to Ali G, man. Really like the show, man.
Thank you, man.
Funny, I like it, dude. I want to know if you're going to do anything political since there's a campaign here, man. They're going to hook you up with Bill Maher, put you on the show and do your act or what?
It'd be great to interview Bush, but...
Can't get an interview with him?
I think the problem is that Ali G works with really, really intelligent people. So
I think
it might not work.
I think he's stupid enough to actually fall for it. So he might. Who knows? So how'd you meet the actress chick? I mean, that's got to be a good story. She probably wanted nothing to do with you first, right?
I was in Australia. I went there for the circumcision of my nephew.
Are you like Super Jew? I mean...
No, I mean, I do a little bit of stuff, not much.
Right. Is your dad a rabbi or something?
Sorry?
Now, how's your connection with Madonna? Are you a Kabbalist or something?
No. Basically, I was in England, and suddenly this was years ago, I suddenly get a phone call, and there's a girl on the end of the line, pretending that it was Madonna, and I just was like, really offhand to her and really rude and whatever. I assumed it was one of my friends playing a joke on me.
Right.
So I was like really insulting.
People
and then
probably want to do that to you all the time.
Yeah. Right. And then after about 10 minutes, she made clear that it actually was Madonna.
Wow.
And
she was a fan of your work?
Yeah, she was a fan of the work, and then I sort of did a video with her.
Oh, okay. And then she ended up coming over your house for dinner or something for Passover?
Well, you've done your research. So basically...
Was she Super Jew now?
Yes. Basically what happened was I come from a very sort of lovely but very normal family.
Right.
And I thought it'd be nice for Madonna, she's quite into Judaism, whatever, to come around for Shabbos dinner, Friday night dinner. And so brought her and Guy Ritchie over for dinner.
Oh, wow.
And suddenly, I suddenly turn around and I see my mother saying to her, you know what? That's not quite her voice. But you know what? You look a lot better in the pictures than you do in real life.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's a pal of yours, Madonna, I guess.
We're very, very close. I haven't spoken to her for 5 years, but we're incredibly close.
Yeah, right. Your best friend. But I see, here I see you at a party. There's a picture of you on Wire Image with Charlize Theron, you and your girlfriend and all that. I mean, you're starting to become this well-accepted guy, right? I mean, this is...
I think that was at the GQ Awards, yeah.
Look at you, GQ Award.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're acceptable.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
So you met this fiancé of yours in Australia.
Yes. I mean, she's my girlfriend, actually.
Right, but you're getting married to her.
Please God, we'll see.
What do you mean, please God?
Aren't you engaged? You're not?
I'm not actually engaged. I mean, the interesting thing is, and I'm going to say this, is that the British press create a lot of things because I haven't, done that much stuff with them. They're normally great.
And that's embarrassing because then she reads the paper, she's engaged, and it's almost like you think like you should be engaged.
No, we may well get engaged, and she's a wonderful woman.
So you're not getting married. Oh, that's now.
Well, yeah, but he does have a problem now because she's like, everybody thinks it.
Tell her that.
I don't want to explain that I'm not.
You can explain to her. You might be getting.
No. Listen, you could be ruining a surprise.
Oh, I see.
Look, I saw it in a magazine. There's a picture of the two of you, and it says Sacha Baron Cohen and his fiance.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
I just thought you guys.
Well, Ali G also has, sometimes they get confused because Ali G has Majuli, who Ali G has sung about a lot, and people get confused about Majuli and Ali G and Borat's wife.
But how did you manage to score this very hot chick? I'm looking at the picture of her. She's extremely hot.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get? I mean, come on, you're a comedian.
Purely by being famous.
Is that it?
No.
Okay, that's
I don't know. I think it's a very dark room that we met, and
you banged her on the first date?
I didn't actually.
How long did it take?
That's quite a personal question.
I bet you're very big in the pants, aren't you?
Don't avoid our questions.
For a Jew, I'm okay.
All right, there you go. Well, listen, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting
your
you.
appearance. I think your stuff is brilliant.
Yeah.
And I got to say, it's great, and I wish you luck with the first season of the Ali G Show coming out on DVD. I imagine a whole bunch of people will be buying it. I mean, the show's...
Yeah, a lot of people probably missed the first season. It's really catching on now.
It's good, the first season.
Is HBO kissing your ass? Because it seems to me the show's catching on, right?
They ring occasionally.
All right, that's good.
You know what we're talking about in The Office? He did an interview, Ali G did an interview earlier this season with, one of the top-ranking guys in the FBI.
Yeah.
And we were all sort of saying, doesn't anybody at the FBI's office know to Google Ali G? Doesn't that scare you that you get right into the FBI?
No, they were the ones that let the 9/11 happen.
But I mean, did you get any...
Wait a second. I don't know that they let it happen. I think they did try to report it to a few people who ignored it.
Well, there were some people in the FBI, but the higher-ups, they didn't notice.
Didn't anyone Google 9/11?
No, that's right. I did get into the FBI, and I remember as Ali G, I interviewed the deputy director at the time, who was Thomas Pickard. And I remember it was a few years ago. And I remember we were looking at the most wanted list. I was looking it over with him. And number one was this guy called Osama bin Laden. I go, is he dangerous? He goes, oh, don't worry.
Don't worry about it. You got that
No, he didn't actually. I'm not saying that on the record.
What's the best interview you ever did that didn't make it to the air? Was it the one that you told us about earlier?
There was another one where I was doing Borat in, where was I? I was in Arizona.
Yeah.
And it was like Borat's Guide to the New Age.
Right.
And I was with this hippie guy who was a healer, and he said he was going to heal me if I. He built this kind of prism, a bed. It was basically a bed with like a prism around it, and he said that it had been designed by angels. So I got naked and got in this bed with the blanket over me, and all the time he was like massaging me while playing me this strange music. And he was saying, "You've got to relax. You've got to relax." And I go, "I try to relax. I cannot relax." And he said, "Listen, I'm going to leave the room. When I come back in the room, I want you to be fully relaxed. Otherwise, I'm going to be very angry." He leaves the room. When he comes back in, I'm pleasuring myself. It appears that I'm pleasuring myself furiously. Right. And he goes crazy. Suddenly, next thing I know, there are 5 police cars there. And I've got my pants on or whatever, but they call me over, take me to a separate room, and I'm thinking, do I just say, listen, you know what, it's a joke, it's an HBO show. Right. And I thought, what the heck, and I said, hello, there's a problem. I stayed in character. And he said, would you like to tell me what happened? And I go, I did not, he thinks I touched my khram, but I did not touch my khram. And he said, so what is a khram? I go, khram, let me show you. And then he goes, no, I understand. He goes, well, sir, he alleges that you were touching your khram, and that if that's true, I said, no, it's not true. He goes, even if you're simulating that, I'm afraid we're going to have to imprison you here. The state of Arizona is going to have to imprison you for 2 years.
Oh,
and I'm suddenly thinking, like, when will I break character? Will it be in the prison showers going, no, I'm not going to do this.
I see a whole documentary. I don't know. I would have kept going with it.
Well, we don't have the
to prison.
So you did tell them, and that's how you got out.
No, I didn't. We didn't tell them. In the end, they took the tapes. I mean, the Arizona police have still got the tapes.
Oh, so you can play those?
Yeah, I can't go back to Arizona.
Great.
Does the first season have your interview with Neil Armstrong and Boutros Ghali on him?
Yeah, that's right.
Howard, those are amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
It's actually not Neil Armstrong, it's Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, that's right. What was it like being in the spaceship with Louis Armstrong?
Good stuff. All right. So
thank you very much.
Thank you. You spend a lot of time thinking this stuff up, or is it just kind of?
It takes time. It takes time.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long do you spend working on a season of shows?
Well, it's with some things, things come very easy. Like with Bull Rat, you can suddenly be in the room and 10 minutes of stuff will come out very easily. But when you're with Boutros Ghali, you want to go in there and be prepared. Quite prepared, I'm sure you prepare a little bit about
So it's like a real job, huh?
It's almost like a real job. It's not all fun and games.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, hey, you're great.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on, and great to finally speak to you.
Yeah, really nice. Sacha Baron Cohen, you're on your way to England, I understand.
That's right.
All right. Say hello to my people over there.
I will do. Yeah, I think it's fun. He's very, very nice. He's a nice guy. He could have been a lot harder.
You couldn't give out your information about how you get those interviews, though. Top secret.
No, not to him. And are you Anglican?
As I can to help the Republicans stay in office and keep pushing in the presidency.
But this is your first time on the show, right?
Yeah, my first time on the show. I haven't really listened to the show very many times. No offense.
No, Howard's kind of maybe helped publicize a feud between you and Roger Ebert.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, Roger and I are we've made up now. So, Howard's a good instigator. When was the last time you had Gilbert Gottfried on the show?
Maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Gilbert's good. Don't you think he's the most talented comic
He's
in
very
the world?
to say that.
Yeah. Did you ever see his Gary Shandling imitation?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So you're not nervous at all. You look pretty relaxed.
I'm relaxed. It's just, it seems like it's still yesterday. Because I think it only becomes today once you go to sleep.
You go to sleep?
No. So let's say Howard meets a broad, right? He stay up all night. He feeds her drinks, whatever he does. Pills, whatever he gives her to loosen her ass. How does he come here in the morning, every morning?
Well, there's a couple. First of all, he has a girlfriend. So
oh, really?
He's very committed to his girlfriend.
Okay, so let's say him and his girlfriend meet a girl. They bring her home, they booze her up, they feed her some pills to loosen her ass. Then how do they wake up in the morning?
This is a question that you should ask him when you talk to him on the air. I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
But that's a question for him.
Just wondering.
Vincent Gallo is an actor. He's
an actor and model.
He's a great director and writer, too. He wrote a great movie, a director.
You Buffalo 66.
Yeah, I love it.
Artie is a big fan of.
I am. Started out his career as a painter. Evidently was, according to the notes I have, a prominent painter. Made quite a living at it.
But look at him, a Renaissance man.
Yeah, and then decided to give it all up and go into film because he felt it was an excellent there's Vincent Gallo. How you doing? Hey, man. Because he felt it was an excellent expression.
Right, a medium for expression.
I read your little piece in the New York Times this Sunday, so...
Yeah, they fucked me.
Don't say the F word.
You can't do that. This is not an excellent medium for expression.
We don't have free speech. We live under the Taliban-like regime of the FCC.
Yes,
I thought you had one more day where you could say whatever you wanted.
No, you can't say the F word, my friend. Your first word's
you
out of your mouth.
Day,
all
right,
right,
all right, I'm sorry.
No S word, F word, T word for women's breasts.
You can't say?
No. No. That's why I'm surprised. I was reading in the Times that you're a big Bush guy. I was like, you know what? I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I know you're a big Republican guy. But I got to tell you, I've never thought it was...
Why is he saying that the Times effed him, though? He wrote this...
Oh, yeah, what the Times F you?
They had this real phony baloney called me up, brown-nosed me, and she kept telling me that... I kept saying to her, listen, I've misquoted and chopped and edited a million times. I'd rather not talk to you unless you ask a question, and I'll think it through very carefully, and then I'll write down my answer. When I feel it's perfect, I'll say it to you out loud. And she said, she said, no, just talk freely. As soon as we're done, I'll edit the whole piece, and I'll call you back, and anything that you said that I shortened or changed in any way, unless you're satisfied, I'll take it out. And I said, okay. And
you fell for that?
Yeah, I fell for that. Like, you think, the New York Times, I forgot this is, it was a memory from childhood where I thought they were a legitimate paper or something. I was in dementia. But they also said that they would use the photo that I supplied. So I give them the photo, I do this conversation with this witch, who, by the way, just as make a mental note that I've cursed you with cancer too.
It did work in the case, by the way,
yes,
with Roger Ebert.
Yes.
Are you glad you wish cancer on him?
Roger's a nice guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not a bad
He's a
guy.
nice guy. And
but you gave him cancer. I mean,
that's got to be a highlight of your life.
I gave it to him, but I put him in remission.
Oh,
you
that's
did.
nice.
Yes, I gave
was
it to
nice
him.
of you.
And in the end, it was good for him because the scare is good. He's eating better. He's changed his whole life. He's exercising.
So you did him a favor.
In a sense, yes.
Tough love. I mean, he gave you a horrible review for one of your films. I think it's for this film.
He gave me the worst, and that prick, can you say prick?
Yes.
That prick sidecar roper, that half a man. You know what he said? At one point, Roger said in the review, Roger said,
I'll read it to you.
Okay.
The film consists of an unendurable 90 minutes of uneventful banality. Imagine long shots through a windshield as it collects bug splats. Imagine not one but two scenes in which he stops for gas. Imagine a film so unendurably boring that at one point when he gets out of his van to change his shirt, there's applause. Yeah. So you said Roger was a fat pig.
Yeah, well, all the fat bastards in the world, don't pick on me for that, because it had nothing to do with fat people.
Okay, and then you said, not only is he a fat pig, you said if he lost 30 pounds, he'd still be a fat pig.
Yeah.
And then you suggested that he gained 30 IQ points.
Yeah, well,
Or he suggested that.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
what did Wilbur say?
Okay, here's the so on his show he says this is Vincent Gallo should bill this as the worst movie ever made because people might want to go and see it as a curiosity piece.
Worse than Earth Girls Are Easy?
No, he said the worst movie ever made.
Okay.
So and then Roper chimed in. That worm, I mean, he's a miserable little
You don't like him.
No, I don't like him. So
man.
he came in with, well, yeah, I guess if somebody told me in the corner of the room there was a pile of steaming hot excrement, I'd go over and look, but I'd be happy I didn't make it.
Do you agree?
Roper'd be lucky if he took a dump more than once a week.
Do you agree with this review of the film? I mean, because I've read quotes
Now,
from you.
which film is this? Is this
This is the Brown Bunny.
The Brown Bunny that's coming out?
You've even said that you don't like the film.
That's another
Misquote?
misquotes that came out of a British paper.
Right.
They're animals.
They just say whatever they want.
They're pigs.
It says here, you say this is a disaster of a film and a waste of time. I apologize to the financial people on this film. I assure you it was never my intention to make a pretentious film, a self-indulgent film, a useless film, and an unengaging film.
Now, you couldn't have said
You couldn't have said
No,
that.
what I said was this was my idea of a good film. I make a movie because I'm entertaining myself. I'm making what I think is a good film. If people don't like it, I'm sorry for them.
All films are films that directors basically direct to entertain themselves and hope that you will get in line.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
sometimes a director can see that he didn't go, like it wasn't, he had a vision and he didn't,
If the film didn't work, I would have worked on it until it did work.
I see. So it works for you.
Well,
I
you
love
came
the film.
back.
It's the best thing I've ever done.
When you get so you do love the film, and
The film's the best thing I've ever done of anything.
you got so angry with Roger Ebert that I'll read it to you. And by the way, I am not putting you down for this. I have wished cancer on my enemies many times, Robert, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
Lowry Mays now has a brain tumor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So it has worked for me as well. It's an
Not
effective
to
policy.
sound like the Prince of Doom or anything, but everything in my life that I wanted to happen, good and bad, has sort of happened.
Me too.
I mean,
we're both crazy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're saying everything you've ever wished on anybody has come true?
If I've had a focused, long-term
hate.
Uh-huh.
Where does your anger come from? Where do you think the anger comes from? Bad father? Mother? What happened to you?
They were not the greatest.
Bad. Where'd you grow up?
In Buffalo.
There you
The
go.
whole city.
There you
The
go.
whole city is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, because they're the kind of... Can I say asshole? Can you say asshole?
You used to be able to say that. A-hole, yes.
They're the kind of a-holes in Buffalo. By the way, they hate their own. There's no homecoming there.
Nobody's
trash it.
proud of you.
Proud of me? The worst reviews in my life.
If you could say to Roger Ebert right now anything you want to, would you? He is on. You know, I see he's on the phone. He's on the phone.
I'm way over it. Way over it.
Roger.
Hi.
Hey, Roger. How you doing?
I'm okay, Vincent. How are you?
I'm very good.
Vincent claims he did you a favor by giving you cancer because you are now a health fanatic.
And you've lost weight.
You lost weight, and in fact, it's probably the best thing that ever happened to you.
No, without a doubt. But unfortunately, Vincent's aim is very bad. We were talking in Chicago, and of course the reports were that he hexed me with colon cancer.
Right.
And what did you get?
That was totally incorrect. That was another example of the press being inaccurate. He gave me prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. So
Well,
you're a
but it's
little.
only because I'm suffering from prostatitis.
Side of a barn.
It's only because he failed biology that he screwed that
No,
up.
it's because I came out of a prostate massage just before the person. I don't know if you've ever had a prostate.
I have. My doctor has given it to me.
Okay, right.
Yes.
I was getting them once a week for a while there, and Dr. Holden, because I had an enlarged prostate. I think because I held back once or twice. Or
You
something.
two have
For the last scene in the film.
you two have since made up.
Yes, I think so.
But
Beyond
Roger,
made up.
you stand
Roger's
by.
my idol.
But Roger, you stand by your review.
I'm not saying if I do or not. It's going to be reviewed on Ebert and Roper this weekend.
Ah.
Now, Vincent does not like Roper. And what did you like about
No,
him?
I just did. He did that line, the steaming pile of excrement. I mean,
Don't you claim, Vincent, that you also wished cancer on the now deceased Gene Siskel?
Oh, so
And that you were responsible for his death as well?
I was joking.
You were joking?
I was joking.
I believe you were for real. I really do.
he's really a witch.
Yeah. So you...
Usually, Howard, which is worse? To say that he made the worst film in the history of the Cannes Film Festival? Or to say it was a steaming pile of excrement? Which is the greater insult?
Well, Vincent stands by his film and says it's his best work ever.
I think the excrement line
Excrement is really getting to him.
Yeah, yeah, because that's the worst film ever made. I direct that, you know.
What is the worst film ever made, Vincent, in your opinion? If Roger says that... Roger, do you really feel this is the worst film ever made?
The film that played at Cannes in May of 2003 was the worst film I had ever seen there.
Now, have you fixed
However,
it?
I have seen the new version.
Uh-oh. So he did do a new version.
Is that the worst film?
No
It
new
is
version.
26 minutes shorter, and let me tell you that I did not miss one single second.
So Vincent, in a way, you, after this horrible critique, went back and...
No,
and
that's not
did
true.
the studio-
I locked picture for the unfinished version of the film in March, and I continued to cut in March and April and part of May, and then went to Cannes. So the film was worked on before I went to Cannes. I had to show the film to have an extension on my completion date, and that's why I showed it in Cannes.
All right, so it was an unfinished film.
The fact is, Howard, that if you see the film today, and if anybody ever gets a chance to see the film that was at Cannes, which may be on the DVD for all I know, you'll conclude that the film was not finished when it went to Cannes.
Yeah,
Vincent,
it's clearly
in
not
your
finished.
opinion, what
Roger's
is
right.
If your film is not the worst film ever made, what is the worst film ever made?
Wow, there's a...
You're very critical of your own
Well,
industry.
maybe the worst film you've ever seen. Maybe you haven't seen
You
it.
even called De Niro a hack, I think.
Well, no, what I said about De Niro, and you know, he's never forgiven me. I mean, he says if you say my name around him, he makes that
That face.
yeah, that one face.
What did you say about him?
I said that he's influenced a bunch of
bad actors.
Bad actors. Yeah. He's had like negative impact.
Because a lot of people will try
Well,
to.
there's like there's like 1,000 people calling themselves actors doing De Niro.
Who was the De Niro clone? Would you include Sean Penn. I think he's a good actor.
I like Sean, yeah, but he had, he flirted with the De Niro clone, but he is a good actor. Who
are the De Niro clones? That's a good question.
DiCaprio?
Ed Norton? No. Leonardo's a real movie star.
No, you said Leonardo's the best-looking girl you've ever seen. Didn't you?
Is that true?
He is hot. That was a compliment. It was a compliment.
He's a hot chick?
I just meant that he was really handsome. Yeah.
Talking about that, Howard, you know the most amazing thing that Vincent told me?
What?
He doesn't like the way he looks.
Ugh.
I know lots of chicks who want to do them, so.
Yeah.
You know,
I do.
When he was doing some modeling, people called him a model. It made him feel bad.
Well, because
he knew that he wasn't a model.
That's right.
His mother knew what he looked like.
There was a time.
I think he's got
there was a time.
Striking screen presence.
Thank you, Roger. There was a time where they were putting.
Look at this love fest.
No, they were putting ugly people with pretty girls in fashion. And Calvin Klein, Richard Avedon used me for Calvin Klein, and that was the point.
You're a handsome man.
Yeah, I'm saying, how come I never got called for that campaign?
If you want some ugly people,
Get in line. It's putting me next to Giselle Bundchen. She'll look better.
All right, so Roger, this is essentially patched up. It sounds like a love fest to me.
Well, you know, I didn't take it very personally in the first place. You know, if you're a critic, you have to be able to take it as well as dish it out. If I'm going to call his film the worst film in the history of the festival, that to me is really more of an insult than wishing me colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, whatever kind of cancer you wish.
An ingrown toenail.
I don't believe in it.
Well, Roger,
it doesn't really bother me. And furthermore, I know that actors sometimes feel like that, and very rarely do they say how they really feel. Now, I once received a long letter from Sean Penn defending his performance in a movie, and it was very thoughtful, and I was so grateful for it. I had criticized the performance. I was so grateful. It wasn't just, like,
you suck, yeah.
It was more like, here's what I tried to do, and here's why I think it worked.
Let me guess the film where he played a retard?
Yeah, that was awful.
Was it when he played the retard?
Yeah.
I knew it. What a hackneyed performance.
What a De Niro
What was he trying to do there?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't like it either, but I appreciated Sean Penn's spirit.
Right.
And incidentally, I also appreciated the fact that Vincent Gallo said exactly how he felt, because this business of keeping a noble silent is boring, among other things.
Right.
Well, Roger, can he look forward to this week's show?
I'm not supposed to reveal anything, but let me put it this way. He doesn't get 2 thumbs down.
Oh,
did I tell you, Roper?
That
Who voted thumbs up? The guy that thinks you made a steaming pile of extras, or the guy that thinks you made the worst film ever made?
We're tuned in.
Those 2 guys liked the new version better.
What a good tease.
Hey, Roger, when is that on? So we'll give you a plug because I got to go.
In New York, it's on
Sundays, yeah.
4:30, I think, on Channel 7 here at ABC.
All right, thank
Hey,
you.
Roger, say hello to your wife for me.
I will.
All right, thank you.
Your wife, Roper.
The new Vincent Gallo. Making friends and creating bridges.
Yeah, Rick Rubin always says, looking for friends, finding enemies. No, looking for enemies, finding friends, the Vincent Gallo story. No, he has an incredible wife, and they have a really nice relationship.
Yes, it's a black woman he's married to. You know that.
It is.
You do know that. Were you shocked?
No.
I was shocked a little
Shocking
bit.
to me.
I didn't think he could get a black woman. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think he could get a woman.
Not him, but
No, they really like each other a lot. So
Yes.
it made me feel lonely.
You will never marry, you said, because you like feeling alone. You like feeling isolated.
I'm used to it.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
But I know you have sex with a lot of different chicks, and you're not a fan of women. I don't think. I don't think you like women. I mean, you say horrible things about them.
What does he say?
Yeah. Everything the guy's saying private.
And he said it's in public, huh?
He says it in public.
Yeah, he thinks
that's
dumb.
good.
No. The woman who services you and gives you oral in your film. I think this film is controversial because there's
real sex.
There's an actress in there named Chloe Sevigny.
She's hot.
Sevigny.
She's a piece of ass, that chick.
She's pretty, yeah.
How's her oral technique? Was it good? This is a clip
Did
of
she
her.
get an Academy Award?
This from Brown Bunny.
I sound like Brown Ducky.
That's a great thing about movies. You can get a hot actress to give you oral.
No, you think. Let me tell you something. When you're in LA, you could get the head from walking from one hotel to the one next door.
Right.
You don't work 4 years on a film to get head.
No, but wait a second. Was it really necessary for Chloe Sevigny to give you oral for real. Couldn't have been simulated.
And is that acting?
You say, why did you film the audition?
Seriously.
I was using pornography as things used to enhance sexual pleasure, sexual fantasy. I used icons of pornography and attached them to consequence, guilt, grief,
Was she good at it? Bottom line.
When you do things in a film, I know this is hard to believe.
Don't you tell
me
this.
No, when you do things in a film, you remember it in the moment afterwards.
But you were able to get aroused in the film. A lot of guys can't perform.
Well, you know what I was going to ask?
Not for nothing, but not for nothing. There is the porno awards every year. I do a dramatic scene, open my pants and have a full erection.
Wow.
And come within a certain period of time and then go into an emotional breakdown. Now, come on.
That's very good.
Congratulations.
Hello.
No, but I'm asking you a serious question.
Wait a minute, I'm asking you one thing though. Did you have to do several?
We did more than one take.
You bet you
That's
did.
unbelievable.
Back to back.
That's fantastic.
All right, this film that you are promoting, Brown Bunny, you say you lost 30% of your hair. You gained 10% of your of your hair into the color gray. You lost your house. You lost your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You destroyed your body.
Yeah.
You can't sleep anymore because you hurt your back so many times with all the equipment. You haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 years. You sacrificed the social life. You sacrificed your relationship with your best friend, who is Johnny Ramone.
Yeah. Johnny's been very ill, and as a matter of fact, this morning he went for a very important procedure, and I send my best wishes. I hope everything goes okay.
But he's mad at you, isn't he?
Why is he
He's a little mad because
You haven't been there for him.
I haven't been there for him.
Right.
Wow, another Ramon is sick.
Didn't he know you were working?
He did, but once he retired, suddenly everyone should have free time.
Oh, I see.
Right.
One of those.
Right. He's free, so you should be free.
Right.
All right. Talk about some of your other co-starlets. I mean, you
remember little Christina Ricci?
Why do you badmouth her so much?
She was
Christina Ricci, a little chubby girl.
Right, okay,
Why is she bad?
She's sexy.
I find her sort of engaging actress. Thought she was good in Monster.
She's good in Buffalo 66. She's
Absolutely.
really good. Yeah,
Awesome.
She's awesome, I think, and beautiful. I felt that at a certain point, I was surprised that she didn't seem to respond to the film and certainly didn't support the film. But I wasn't mean to her. We had a nice relationship while we made the film.
Here's what you said, I'll quote. It's okay when she wasn't drunk on the set.
Yeah, she was much better. When she wasn't drunk, she was much better.
She drinks?
I think she's an alcoholic. It was either that or she was on cough syrup the whole time.
Wow.
I don't like her. She's an ungrateful C word. But it's okay. She's basically a puppet. I told her what to do and she did it. And then, come on. When you say that about an actress, when you call her an alcoholic and stuff, it's hard for her to get through the work, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then she's on cough syrup.
Alcoholism is a self-diagnosed disease. Who am I to judge?
Right. You're not a doctor.
Who am I? I'm not a doctor.
Right.
And I hadn't actually seen her do the things that I felt that she was doing.
Why is she the
You
C word,
didn't see
though?
her drinking, you just assumed.
Yeah, you said, well, you smelled her breath.
I see.
All right. So you're saying, so you feel she's the C word because what, she was mean to you?
And she was just like, she had the miserable publicist, Mira Buxbaum, and they decided to promote the opposite of sex because it was the fag film.
Right.
Let's promote the fag film, yeah.
Right.
That's what happens in Hollywood.
Yeah, because there's more fags to support the fag film than there is to support the non-fag film.
Oh.
You have made so many. Susan Sarandon dislikes you because you called her an old hag.
Well, first of all, she's an old hag, but that's besides the point.
She can't get upset about that,
the
can
point.
she?
Why is the maker of the Titanic, James Cameron, a pig? You called him a pig. Why is
Did
that?
I call him a
Yeah,
pig?
she said that you once called director James Cameron.
If I called him a pig, then he's a pig.
Is he though?
What did he do?
He's a pig.
Are you mad because he put Leo DiCaprio in Titanic and not you?
I would have done. I would be
been
the first one in any of those films. I'd be so happy. The only reason I did movies, I'm from Buffalo. There's no money there. There's nothing.
You haven't made a lot of money in movies. You're not doing it for the money.
I do it for the money.
You do?
I do it for the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you do it for the money once you get there. When you first were in radio, you do it for things, pathological things,
Get my
ego,
father's attention.
money, get your father's attention.
Right.
Once you're there, then you do the best job you can. But what gets you there maybe is simple things like survival and ego and revenge.
Quentin Tarantino is an a-hole, you say.
Oh, he's just
He's a jerk?
Jerk.
You've hung out with him?
No, he stopped once. He was nice. He pulled in front of my house, but he's a collage artist. I mean, he's
He's not a real director. Too much weed?
I didn't say it, right?
You made a fingertip motion like
I don't
you're
know what
smoking
that
a
was.
Day and night.
Day and night.
Really? Well, that's Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Day and night.
But you dated Chloe Sevigny.
No, we sort of. we didn't do that. We didn't do that. We sort of. I liked her very much when I first met her years ago, but I mean it was 10 years ago something.
But your relationships with women. I mean, your girlfriend
Bethany Ritz. Yeah,
you said you sold your house because you couldn't get rid of the smell of Bethany. I mean, you're a very passionate man, aren't you?
Well, I mean, do you want to live with a girl? Do you want to live there after the girl's gone? Do you want to? What do you?
I'm emotionally detached, so don't ask me.
Not me. I got to get rid of it. I burn everything. I erase everything. I got to get rid of everything because then you're not really. There's those guys in LA. They got their bachelor pads, and they sort of. There's 10 different girls that go in and out of their lives in the same house. You got to change the house.
But you're a ladies' man. I mean, you've been seen hugging and kissing Daryl Hannah. You made it with her, right?
No.
But you hugged and kissed her.
I made out with her one time.
How do you get to make out with a Daryl Hannah? Tell me the secret.
You move right in.
You just walked up to her and made out with her.
You move right. You put your head down a little. You act like a little sensitive little bunny.
Right.
And then you
the artist.
Right yeah, the artist. I pretend that I'm an artist.
I didn't go any further than that. Why?
No.
Why not?
I'm very fickle.
Not your type?
She's really pretty and everything. She's very tall.
Too tall for you?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Felt intimidated?
No, just there's a certain reach and range. I like things to be in a certain spot.
You dated Paris Hilton even. You went really for the vapid cut.
What the heck
How
is
that?
that?
What's it like to go out on a date with Paris Hilton?
Fun.
Really?
Paris is the greatest.
Sexual?
Can I say, yeah, it's the greatest.
The greatest sex. I saw the
Paris
video with her giving oral to that guy. I thought it was. I
she
thought it
was
looked great.
crying out for your movie, probably.
I made a movie with her about
It's her real tape.
5 years ago called Honey Bunny, where she's spinning around. I put her on a spinning table, and it's the best looking footage of a girl I've ever seen.
And she was very young when you got her.
Very young, yeah.
She must have been like 16 when you
Oh,
got her.
yeah. Was
No.
she legal?
I mean, was it
I
12?
don't love ageofconsent.com. We'll look it up.
Right. But no, so you had her. How do you, what, did you go to bed with her a lot or just a one-shot deal?
I hung out with her a few times. She's one of
Anal?
the greatest, the sweetest, greatest girl of all time. Paris.
I would like to have sex with her.
She's great.
I wonder if I could get to
It's
have
not
sex
even
with her.
it's not the sex. It's the whole. She's a very.
But she's very vapid, isn't she? I mean,
No,
you're a
no.
cerebral kind of guy.
I'm trying to figure out if he's a
Something
cerebral
else.
kind of
She has
guy.
some.
I'm not so sure.
She has really. She has qualities and behaviors that are unusual and interesting.
Tell me what they are. I mean, and
Yeah, give us an example.
She has an interesting point of view. She has an original point of view about everything, and she's a bright person, very bright.
why didn't you stay with her then? You want to be the laughing stock of Hollywood? Is that it? What would be the reason that you wouldn't stay with her?
I wasn't in love.
Right. All right.
What's not to love there, though, man? That's a
There's a lot to love.
ton of cash.
Yeah.
Right, so get into the political thing.
I don't think they're that wealthy. I'm the richest poor person in the whole world anyway. I mean,
Where do you live?
I have a house on Perry Street and West Side Highway in the Richard Meyer building, but I didn't move in there yet. I'm still staying at my apartment on Elizabeth Street.
You're afraid to leave Elizabeth Street, aren't you?
There's something, I don't know if you've ever lived in a place for a long time, but
It's a tiny little apartment that you first
it's
got.
300 square feet.
Right, and you
Oh
won't
my
leave it.
goodness.
Then I own, like $7 million worth of real estate that I don't live in, and I don't rent it. It's not like I'm,
So it's just sitting there.
it's sitting there.
Wow.
It's hanging there
That's where Scorsese
like
grew
an
up, Elizabeth.
icicle.
But you make big money in
Yeah,
your investments. You're a smart investor, aren't you? That's where you make all your money.
I can make money going to the dentist if I'm in the mood, if I'm focused. Yeah.
It's easy for you to make money.
Very
In fact,
easy.
you were
I've never
successful.
lost a penny in my life on anything.
You're a very successful painter, and you gave that up.
Yeah, there
They
wasn't,
don't
enough, there
paint
wasn't
anymore.
enough. There wasn't enough upside. You know, I mean, here I would be I would be borrowing money now.
As a painter. So explain the political thing to me, and this is what doesn't make sense to me with you. I am not. By the way, I am no liberal. I back Governor George Pataki. I backed Mayor Giuliani, Senator D'Amato. I backed.
I love D'Amato. D'Amato
Whitman.
was really fantastic.
I've had tremendous times with these guys, and I believe in them. So I'm not. But Bush is absolutely dumb.
Well, the president.
He's the Chloe Svayenge of presidents.
Chloe's very bright.
Okay.
The president's job really is delegating power. Other than that, he's posing for pictures and
well, he's delegating to the wrong people.
I think he's put together. There's some bright guys and gals.
The whole connection.
There's bright guys and gals in that administration.
Believe this.
The liberal mainstreamers are revolted and repulsed by the sensibility of the lowest class of working people, working Americans, but they become somehow elitist when they legislate. They pander to the most crude sensibility, like beauty pageants. They win a beauty pageant, they say, I want to feed all the homeless people, I want to feed all the starving people in the world. I mean, that's it seems to me that
we're gonna have to smack you around.
It seems to me one would have to be slightly unpopular to have profound vision.
The movie is called The Brown Bunny.
Yes.
It opens tomorrow in New York and Los Angeles and in theaters everywhere.
And do you think this administration will see this movie?
Forget the movie. No, probably not. I'm not embraced by the men and women that I love.
Republicans pander
Forget the movie.
to the wealthiest traditionally.
Make sure you vote for Bush. Please.
And make sure you vote for Kerry. And let me just say something.
Don't vote for Kerry. Even if you
pander to
our show will be off the air. And by the way, the religious right wants to do away with movies like yours with oral sex in it and free expression, and that's not the Republican way. It used to be Ronald Reagan's, Barry Goldwater used to say, hey, let's have a society where we stay out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
And they've gone away from that. And stem cell research should be allowed. Vincent, you're really not for Bush. I don't believe it for a second. I think you're doing it to shock me today.
No, I'm really for.
You don't care about
not only do I like Bush, my favorite girl in the whole world is his daughter Barbara.
Barbara Bush, not the ex-first lady Barbara Bush.
No, I liked her too. You did. I liked that she didn't dye her hair.
But why is Barbara Bush the younger your favorite girl?
She was just I sat next to her at a fashion show once, and
did you come on to her?
No, she ignored me the whole time.
Really?
She said to people later on that she was shy and she liked me. She was just shy, but
would you have oral sex with her?
I'd be happy to just walk around with her.
All right. Well, there it is. We do disagree on one thing. Let's go over to George. Take a few phone calls, Vincent. People seem to be anxious to speak to you. Go ahead, George.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, listen, man, I just wanted to say thank you so much for screwing over PJ Harvey, man. Her new album is unbelievable because of you.
Thank you.
You went out with PJ Harvey?
No, she was. I never went in there, touched it, sniffed it, nothing.
Howard,
a good friend, listen, believe me, I brag. I tell the truth. I'll tell you everyone who's.
Tell us everyone you've had sex with.
Tell
us everyone you've had sex with.
Not so many famous people. I go with broken down, lost girls.
You
That's
like
my
that.
thing, yeah.
You like to save them?
No, take advantage.
No, you like to take advantage
I like to be
of
the
them.
last straw.
Okay.
You know, like the thing.
You like to break
Just
them.
before they're in the mental institution.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I get them. No, I get them there.
He's like a halfway house.
All right, let's go to your hometown of Buffalo. Allison from Buffalo. Go ahead, Allison.
Hey, Vito.
Hey,
Is that your name, Vito?
Vincent.
But don't blame Buffalo for your failure.
I say, go take a shit if you're from Buffalo. You and every Buffalonian, go take a shit.
No, you don't want to say the S word.
We will take a big
Go
shit.
take a
Next word, and up.
Okay,
come on, everyone's
crap.
with you.
Can I say crap?
Yeah, crap,
Go
go
take a crap if you're from Buffalo. You miserable bastards. You're all miserable there.
Why do you hate the Buffalonians so much?
You're 10-cent nickel and dimers. Yeah, go to the Mighty Taco and have a meal.
All right, well, Allison.
Your next movie is as good as the last one you made.
Yeah, thank you. Then it'll be another masterpiece, you moron.
All right, so obviously things went badly in Buffalo.
You know what? I've
Were you
I take
popular?
the high road. I've taken the high road with Buffalo a million times, but those days are over.
Did you graduate high school from Buffalo?
Let's say I had my ups and downs with school.
Is your family still there?
Yeah, my mother and father and
talk to them at
my
all?
sister. Now and then I say hello. I'm a nice, I buy the car, I bought the car.
But you hate them?
No, yeah.
You do.
Can I ask him something?
Why do you hate your parents?
I'm only kidding.
No,
My
you
mother's
don't.
not. No, my mother's really nice, and my father. I liked my father when he was more of an evil bastard, though. He had the stroke, and he's not evil anymore, and I liked him better. And now I do.
It's like, Dad, what good does it do me now?
Right,
if you're
this
not.
guy.
I would have liked you were younger.
Right.
What is it?
I don't know how much of the notes you saw, but it said there that Vincent, when he was 12, was a chronic self-pleasurer.
Right.
And he did something that his father caught him doing. I can't remember what it was, but he said his father beat him for 9 days, then left for 2 weeks because he was so embarrassed by what he did, and then came back and beat him for 6 more.
I got arrested for exposing myself and masturbating. Yeah, I did. But
Where were
in
you?
Buffalo, I was on a bicycle drive. I would go up to women in office buildings that were working late.
Really?
Show them my.
Why did you ever go to a psychiatrist to figure that whole thing out?
I went to a psychiatrist for 11 years, but
Why expose yourself? What was the reason?
we never really. It's how I don't know, some sort of.
You still get into it?
No, not at all. Not at all. That's the interesting thing is that I
do films.
When you're masturbating like 10 times a day, you start to look for anything else that could enhance, could make you come again. Right. So there was books, there was magazines. We broke into an adult bookstore. We took porn. We did everything we could.
Were you like a thug? Were you a type of a criminal or something?
Criminal.
Not
a thug. Not a thug.
Criminal.
I would say I helped people, but a criminal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would pleasure yourself 10, 15 times a day?
I had Vaseline in plastic pouches planted all over Buffalo with porn. I swear.
So your father...
So I get one day they bring me home.
I always say chronic masturbator.
They bring
5
me
times
home.
a day. 5 times a
They
day.
bring me home. The cops come and they say go in and call your family. My father was sitting in the garage, which they converted
because they had caught you in front of a woman.
Yes, exposing
a housewife, a woman with a family,
office woman,
probably with a family.
Yeah,
Of
course, a MILF.
Yeah,
that's
what I liked.
Yeah, you like the MILFs. So you would the cops caught you. They bring you to your father, and he beats you.
No, I go upstairs in my room. I had a cross in my room. This was my last God moment. I looked at the cross and I begged God, please make it yesterday. I turn the clock back an hour. No one who's gonna notice an hour, and I won't get caught, and I won't do it again. As I hear the cops, and I hear the cop car out there. My father comes in, and it was a 9-day beating, and he told me that I was never allowed to be happy again, that I ruined the family, that I should never be happy again. A year later, a bra commercial came on. He smacked me in the head, choked me. I laughed once. 2 years later, he choked me. Until I was 30 years old, I would go visit Buffalo, and anytime something he didn't like, he would say, "And don't think we forgot what you did." And then one day, when I was 30 years old, I said, "Forgot what? What? I jerked off." So what?
Hey, well, wait a second. You did more than that. You did more than that. Did you ever expose yourself to people after your father whacked you around? So it worked. The old man knew what he was doing.
The old man was a genius.
A genius, yes.
The other interesting thing was Vincent said that his mother never really looked at him the same again. That the relationship
of course not.
Well, it was that and the fact that I had blonde, straight hair and a little nose, and then I became Rasputin. That she didn't like that.
What happened to it? You've had sex with men? Or no? Have you ever been a male prostitute? No. That was part of your legend.
What I did was I danced once at a gay burlesque called the Gaiety as a punk rocker because the punk scene and the fag scene was sort of intermingling at that time. So I went up. I had the blue mohawk. Somebody said, "Yeah, you just danced to a song." I put on a punk song and danced. And,
naked?
No. You could do that. That's how you got more tips and things. But I just danced. I got $3.
So you never had sex with a man?
No.
You're not gay. Yes, Mary Ann from Brooklyn.
Hi, Vincent. I don't know much about you, but I started reading about you in the Times and the Daily News and different articles, and I kind of really like you. And what's this thing with picking Cheryl Keith for your movie?
By the way, I like your accent.
Yeah, she's a beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I like Cheryl. I didn't know her as a child because I was into other girls. I liked Charlotte Rampling. And,
Did you have sex with her?
No, but the best kissing of my whole life, honest to God, not to
beat her up or anything. Cheryl Teague was the best make-out of my whole life.
What,
you know those girls?
Who's the best sex of your life? Famous person.
Famous person.
Best sex. Ever.
The famous girls don't...
They don't do it.
They don't do it?
Angelica Houston.
I do bukkake with her.
Okay.
That's all she gets.
Yeah, ask him about Angelica.
I have sex with somebody else and then do bukkake with Angelica.
What's up with Angelica?
You hate her,
She's
right?
a miserable thing.
She's in Buffalo.
Angelica Houston is miserable?
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Why is that?
Just spoiled, nasty, selfish ego. I remember when we were doing Buffalo 66, I needed to change something, the time, 15 minutes, and I asked Ben Gazzara first. I didn't ask Angelica first. Okay, that cost me 600 roses.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. It's hard to be a director. You have to put up with egos. Oh boy. Yeah. Too much, right?
So, you know, then I work with
you never use her again.
People who don't know they're even being filmed now. And the Brown Bunny, almost other than Chloe and Cheryl, but Cheryl doesn't know actually when we're filming, but no one else even knows they're in a movie.
Smart. That way they don't bother you.
Yeah, and you throw them a few $100 and you're a hero.
All right, let's go to Zolar. Zolar, you're on the air.
How come it says Zola? I said I'm Phil, the fag, and he doesn't be very open about his experiences in the Gaiety is what I'm calling about. You remember when you used to pleasure men back in the Gaiety?
You keep jerking off to that, whatever it takes for you.
Vincent says that didn't happen.
Yeah, Tom.
All right, let's go to, you want to take two more calls?
Sure.
All right, let's go to Reed. Reed, you're on the air.
Vincent,
Yeah.
how you doing, man? Just want to say thank you for making such amazing movies. Don't look back to Buffalo. If they give you a hard time, just keep on pushing forward.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Let's go to Anthony.
There's some love out there.
Damn right. Anthony, go ahead.
Howard, huge fan of your show.
Thank you.
Let me say this guy is such a poser. I mean, come on. Angelica Houston, Susan Sarandon's a hag, De Niro's derivative, Tarantino's a jerk. I mean, is he serious?
Yes, he is serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm serious.
That's his opinion.
That's his opinion.
He didn't say De Niro's derivative.
He said people are derivative of De Niro.
He didn't name names.
De Niro's brilliant. I just said the people who sort of imitate him, it wasn't a good generation.
Yes, Garo, you're on the air.
You might want to ask him about his Buffalo 66 commentary, which I think Universal said that was so libelous they would never put it on TV. And another thing you might want to ask him about how he was one of the people who helped recover bodies during 9/11.
Oh, were you?
I did some metal work there. I didn't touch any of the bodies. I was a welder, so.
You used to be a welder, so you went down there and volunteered your services.
Yeah, there was so much toxic. I had so many eye splints, and it was so unhealthy down there that I wound up taking. I had a rental car, fortunately, right at that time. I had just been in the Toronto Film Festival, and I left New York immediately because it was so
toxic.
It was so toxic at that time.
Yeah. Well, I wish you luck with the film.
Thank you.
Brown Bunny. You're a great
Is it
cast.
going to be in a major release, or is this going to be like a limited?
It started off very small, but it's going to be already in about 100 theaters, so that's way more than Buffalo 66. Yeah. And by the way, you know, Buffalo 66 was heavily panned as well, yeah. And I was booed then.
It's great, you're like Frankenstein. I mean, people just turn on you.
I've never really gotten that movie. I tried to watch it. I never really got it. I had to bail. I'm sorry.
It's honestly it's in my top 20 movies of all time.
I know you talk very highly about it. I couldn't.
I love it. Yeah, I'm a Giant fan.
What was going on?
I'm a Giant fan, so I like seeing anything.
You should. I have the Super Bowl 25 videotape.
So do I.
If you watch that, it's like a dramatic film.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
The thing I don't
I got through so little of the film, I don't know what they're talking about.
The thing I don't understand is why make out with Daryl Hannah and not push to go further.
Exactly.
Making out is nice. You know,
It's
making out is nice.
Yeah.
Making out is if you don't like the girl, making out is horrible.
Who do you hate?
If you like the girl, making out is the greatest.
Who do you hate the most in this world?
Who do I hate the most?
Who do you wish cancer on right now?
I mean, look.
Yeah, who's on your cancer
Take a look through your book.
Donald Forst from The Village Voice, Deidre Williams, that pig from the Buffalo Evening News.
Oh, good, you do have a list.
Colin Brown, the editor of Screen International. Lisa Schwartzbaum, you piece of crap from Entertainment Weekly. Dick Peck, the queen Spear, who gave me the bad review in Art Forum. Teresa Peters, Kirsten Dunst agent, who ball busted me just before we were supposed to shoot with Kirsten. Other than that, I mean...
That's it. All right, so that's it.
It's a pretty light
But I, by the way, Evan Bernard, Russell Simmons, I get money to say their names. I want to...
Do you? I believe that.
I want... Oh, you know who's the worst of them all? You know this girl, Paula Froelich from Page Six, and that guy, Chris Williams?
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah, them.
You don't like them. Why?
Oh. She's just a mean, nasty, smelly, scuzzy broad.
Wow.
Disgusting, yeah. And Paula, go ahead, write whatever you want, because you're next in line for a curse.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'll curse both those horrible boobs.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Check every day, girl.
Yeah. Feel the lumps.
See what happens when your father beats you for 15 straight days?
I'll tell you,
See the anger?
whenever you see
You should
Vince,
thank that man. Look at what it turned
I know that anger, pal.
dynamo.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Listen, it feels good though, right?
It feels great.
Yeah.
I should get my own radio show. It's the greatest.
Get it, man.
Now I see how you wake up in the morning.
It's the only reason to wake up is to curse people.
See, now
out.
you're relieved.
No, you're fine. Who have I wished cancer on? I've wished so
Oh
many
God,
people.
there was that guy in Chicago.
The guy in Chicago, yeah.
Pray to the Lord Jesus that Arsenio Hall gets AIDS.
Right.
And that didn't work.
How do we know? How do we know?
How do we know?
Does that? Prove it.
That's
Prove
right.
it.
What is
the
it?
guy in Chicago, you wished way more than cancer on.
I know.
And we got a lot of trouble for that.
Yes, we did.
We got into trouble?
We got yelled at by some
We got
people.
yelled at.
Can I say what you wished on him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
You wished that, I think you said you wished that the family dog would get AIDS in his dog bowl and then give it to everyone in the family.
Right. Yeah, the whole family was about to go down.
They were going to get it from the dog.
Yeah. The dog would infect the
I
rest
even
of the
remember
family.
that guy's name. I won't mention.
That's clearly a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
And then Lowry Mays, of course.
Lowry Mays, which, by the way, came true.
Yeah.
Thank God. I wish for a very specific type of brain cancer, and now we've seen it happen.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have talent too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't ever get mom line wrong.
You know what? Unfortunately, most of the time we're in battles with people who are equally talented. So, you know, our exes get sort of nixed out.
That's right. All right, listen. You come back, make a list of all the people you want to have cancer.
Okay.
And I'll let you come on and read it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Anytime
So
you
they
want.
know.
That
You
sounds
should
good.
warn
No,
people.
once they know, that activates everything. Yeah.
Call in anytime you want. When you have a cancerous wish. All right? Vincent Gallo, everyone. Go see the film The Brown Bunny. See for yourself. Watch Vincent get oral.
Yeah.
From a-
See
from
what
a-
that's all about.
From a hot actress.
And
Real
are you
oral.
well endowed? You're showing yourself.
Believe me, he must be. He's busy showing it all
I
in
mean,
Buffalo.
you know, yeah. Who would make a film where you could see their bird if it wasn't
I've seen that
gigantic?
happen.
Good for you.
Harvey Keitel, right?
Right.
Keitel is
What
terrible.
happened there?
And Richard Gere.
And these guys, you can't keep them in their pants.
There are guys who do show their wiener despite its
How
small.
about the ass shot with the Douglas guy? Remember with the
Oh,
Sharon
Michael
Stone?
Douglas. Oh.
Let's see that.
Oh.
Like it was like
Just
a broken
answer.
down ham hock. Yeah. it was.
Vincent Gallo, everyone.
Vincent, talk to me for a second.
Sure. You want to talk to me now that my career is over and
A lot of venting in there. Are you sure you got everything out?
Yeah, I got everything. I feel much better. I feel like a new man now. It's been building up, and I finally let it out.
You were very comfortable, man. I mean, talking about all your past relationships. Paris Hilton,
Paris is nice.
Daryl Hannah. Do you think these girls, you think you'll be hearing from these girls?
No. No, I'll be paying for sex for the next few years until the cloud blows over.
Thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you.
Flav in the house. What am I doing here today? I'm coming to see my boy Howard Stern. And I just want to know, how dare y'all try to kick my boy Howard off the radio? You can't do it.
Hi, how are you? Good morning. It's very the jet lag do kind of thing, but it's totally happening. This is the new do. Take it in.
We are here right now to see my boy Howard Stern and let everybody know about the realest reality show in the world. It's called the Surreal Life. Okay. Anyway, I know. But you know what? We rocked it, though. Y'all need to know that we rocked it, and we're here to let you know.
We will rock the love boat.
I see on my computer that there's a lot of people calling in, but I also see in our green room, Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen are here.
Yeah, I think there was even some kind of combustion when they walked through the door. I noticed that there was a lot of commotion in the lobby.
What's going on out there? You taping all this?
Oh, man, you know what? This is like one of those segments. Like, I saw it on the calendar this morning, and I go, that's probably going to be pretty good, but it's so much better already. And they haven't even come in here yet. First of all, Flavor Flav is such a character. He's got these wacky glasses on. He's got the clock now is the size of like a clock you hang on the wall.
It's like Big Ben.
Yeah. And I forgot that Flavor Flav's like, he's sort of on the short side.
Right.
Right? So then Brigitte Nielsen comes in, and not only is she ridiculously tall, but she's in heels.
Right.
And when he sees her, they go to hug each other. He pulls his clock behind his back, and he gives her a big hug. It looks like that scene in 16 Candles with the Japanese guy and the big girl.
Yeah.
He's hugging away. He's only up to like, just right below her breast.
Hey, baby. Hey, honey.
What's up, baby? I love you, baby.
I love you.
You're doing nice. Let me move the clock.
Because the clock do just destroys you.
She's kind of fat now, and she's like, she seems kind of wasted, and she runs around naked.
Yeah, with her fatness.
Yeah, just in a thong. It's awesome. I'm hoping I think we can just do anything we want to her now.
No. Big mistake.
All right, here they are, the stars of The Surreal Life. Actually produced by an old friend of ours, Mark Cronin. This is Flavor Flav, who's been on the show many times, and for the first time, Brigitte Nielsen, who used to be married to Sylvester Stallone, was in Red Sonja.
And she also did that movie with him and Eddie Murphy, or she was in an Eddie Murphy film. Yeah, Cop 2.
And she was also in the fourth Rocky, I think. She was the girlfriend to the Russian.
Yeah, the Russian one, yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you, I started watching Surreal Life, and I got to admit, she is a firecracker. Awesome. So here they are, Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen. Here they come. Wow. Hey now. Hey everybody. What's happening? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, man. Hey, your clock got bigger. How you doing, brother?
All right. Let's get this together right away.
I'm calling me fat this morning.
You don't look like
6:20, and I don't like it, all right? Anyway, nice to see you again.
Again? When did you see the first one?
What's up, Brigitte?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Come on, sit down. I want to interview you.
Flavor.
All right, let's get this together. First of all, let's get them in seats.
We are
Get them near
we are so
microphones.
happy. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts.
First of all, let me welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Howard.
Brigitte Nielsen, Brigitte, and Flavor Flav.
You got the
Yo,
right
how come
one.
my mic don't sound loud like? Oh, now it is. Yeah, see, I just want my mic to be loud like Howard's, man. Yo, Howard, what's going on, G?
Hey, brother.
How y'all doing, man?
All right.
Word up, man. I see you in a wild and private parts. Thanks for having me in your movie, G.
Absolutely, and
You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate
And how dare y'all try to get Howard off the radio? Y'all know Howard Stern won't burn. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
you've always been a good friend to the show and a supporter of the show, and I appreciate
That's
that.
right.
I
Not
truly
only
do.
that, but I'm also a faithful wearer of your softball uniform. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You know that.
Yes, I do. I do know that.
That's right, boy. That's right. Howard gave me a softball uniform one day on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the premise of the show for those of you who don't know. Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen were asked to be in a house filled with celebrities whose greater days were behind them. Is that fair to say?
I think so, yes.
Okay, all right.
Except me, because my greater days is ahead of me, son.
Oh, you
I
were
don't
in
know
jail.
about everybody else, but Flavor got greater days ahead of me. And you know what? Guess what? Guess what, Howard? Y'all can let me get it all out now, right?
That's what we're trying to
And
do.
you think I'm gonna get tired and take over your whole show. You know how I do.
Well, you know, I have so many
Flavor's back.
Flavor.
On the Howard Stern show.
You know I love you, and I do have so many questions.
No doubt. No doubt.
Brigitte, let me let the audience catch up because we know a lot about Flavor.
Let's catch up to Brigitte, yes.
Right. Out of all the people on this show, there was Charo, Flavor, of course.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Ryan,
Jordan,
Dave Coulier.
I was surprised.
From Full House.
Dave
And our
Coulier.
doggy.
I was surprised Dave Coulier from Full House is on the show. I figured he had a lot of money and wouldn't need to do this.
He had money.
Full House reruns are a tremendous amount of income. He also did one of those America's Funniest Videos
Yeah, but
shows.
who cares? He's a nice
Well, see,
guy.
let me
with or
say
without
this.
money.
I really think though, you know how
But
that
then
the
you interrupt
surreal
me all
life.
the time.
Wait, let me say this.
Flav.
I think that the surreal life, you know what I'm saying, ain't just for about people.
But let me ask you
the
this.
days is behind them. You feel me?
Right.
Because I mean, like, look at Dave Coulier right now. He's on TV right now, mainstream, but he was on there. Look at Flav Flav. He's still touring overseas, putting out records.
Wait, let me talk
I
for a
was on
second.
there, and I ain't over.
Let's
Flav,
listen one
right?
second.
Let me conduct an interview.
No
Okay,
doubt.
all right.
All right, Howard. Go
Because
ahead.
you're the
Howard.
greatest.
So are you.
So,
Howard Stern. Okay.
so, in other words, I got the impression, Brigitte, that maybe you agreed to do this for the money. Even though I know your settlement with Sylvester Stallone, you were married to him, you got $6 million from him.
That's what you think.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
More?
less.
Less than $6 million.
Yeah, I never accepted it. I'm not that kind of person.
You didn't take any money from Sylvester Stallone?
No, I got some, but very far from what the amount you're talking about now.
So do you need the money to do Surreal Life, or do you agree to do it because...
No, I agreed to do it basically because it's been now 13 years that I've been working a lot in Europe.
Yes.
And I work a lot in Italy, in Spain, and in England.
Because
Germany, too.
you were in
But it
Rocky
was a
4.
nice-
You were in Rocky 4, you were in Red
May I
Sonja.
finish the question you
Go
asked
ahead,
me?
yes.
Okay, you're interrupting now.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's just, I'm afraid.
I just wanted to say it was a very nice way to start a new experience, meeting people that I really did not know. Doing Surreal Live TV, I said, hey, this is cool, let's do it. And since it was only 12 days, it's something you can actually fit in with your schedule.
You are the star of the show this year, with all due respect to Flav Flav. You walk around...
His name is Mr. F. William.
You walk into this house, you take off your clothing, you're not, I mean, and I don't mean any disrespect, you're not in the best shape of your life. Well, you know, you look good. You do look good. Nice cans.
I have 4 children and I'm 41.
I know, but your ass isn't like ripped. You're not sculpted,
No,
and you're
I
not
know.
embarrassed to
And-
show it.
No, because basically I'm Danish, and every time I go to the beach, I'm topless.
And
I
on the
never,
show-
I never went without my underwear on.
Right.
But I went topless.
With a thumb and topless.
Yeah.
And you show a lot that maybe should be covered
But
a
I
little
don't
bit.
care. But you also see how I walk around. I don't walk around with high heels and say, look how I look.
Right.
No.
You're very natural.
Yes, I do my due.
So, do you go into this house, and it seems to me that most of the time, at least in the first episode, you're drunk.
Who? No,
Brigitte.
Oh, well,
You're loaded. I mean,
I
you're hammered.
actually don't get drunk, but I like to drink, yeah.
It seems that you pass out during this, and Flav.
No, but I sleep, well, whether it's milk or it's Jack Daniels, I promise you, I love to sleep.
Oh, because I got the
And
feeling
when
maybe
I
you were an
sleep,
alcoholic now.
No one, no.
You are not.
No.
Because the way you were drinking was off.
Yeah, but that was for 2 days.
Okay.
And then you saw the bar changed. There was nothing more there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that.
Now, in the first episode that I saw, Flav Flav, who is a dynamic performer, one of the originators of rap, you take a liking to him right away.
Yes.
And from what I mean, it's obvious there's a romantic link between the two of you.
Like chemistry, you're talking.
Which is kind of funny because Flav isn't like a tall guy physically, and I didn't even know if you were into black guys or what, Brigitte. But you take to him.
Doesn't make a difference to me. I
You
don't,
do
I don't
all
look at colors.
You don't.
No.
Well, that's very, very progressive of you.
No, I hope nobody minds, but that's just me.
And Flav, you're
If I have heart, I have heart. If I don't have the heart, I'm still a nice person towards people. And if I can't handle it, I'll walk away.
From what I understand, inside the house, Flava did have sex with you.
No.
You went to third base. Your fingers.
What?
Yes.
Check this
Bro,
out.
be honest.
Hold the strap. Check 1, 2.
Flav.
If you got X-ray vision, you good. You understand what I'm saying? But check 1, 2. You know what we was doing? We was just chilling. That's what we was doing. We was chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
That's where I'm gonna stop at, right there.
No.
You better stop right there.
No.
Y'all try to keep going. I'm gonna get you.
No, you're not.
Get
No, you're not.
Come on,
Wait a second. Stop
Come on,
it.
okay?
Stop
We
it.
didn't have no sex though. We never had sex before ever.
Brigitte, you've always been honest.
Yes.
Third base was, you know what I mean by third base?
Yes, I
with
do.
the hand. Flav didn't slip you one?
Well, the
Be
front
honest.
base, when it comes to us,
Yes.
Mr. F,
Yo, how come you can't be
and
nice, man?
myself.
Is that being mean, Flav?
Why you being mean?
No, no,
Am
no,
I
no,
being
no.
mean?
Isn't it on the tape?
I mean, well, that's all right.
It's
You
we
Howard
see it
Stern.
on the show.
You Howard Stern.
No.
It's on the show.
Yes, I know, but you know, under
You saw
the
the
blankets,
show
it
that
might,
we was moving
it might
around
come
up under the covers and all that, right? You know, your face motions and all
Is the
that.
problem that you're married? Is that what's going on?
I've never been married. I'm married to me and my kids.
Well, my
All right.
boyfriend
You know what
is
I'm
sitting
saying?
outside.
All right, so be honest.
So we've been speaking a lot about it. What
Right.
goes on under the blanket is one thing, and I remember very seriously. I don't know if they showed there, if they aired it, when I said, "Mr. F, that's enough," because the possibility was there.
Right.
For
And
real,
we
I ain't gonna lie, but
Why be embarrassed?
No,
Are you ashamed because she's a white woman and your fans will hold it against you for having sex with a white woman?
Wait, hey, I'm going to his home.
Let me just say
I'm
one
going to see
thing.
Mama.
Let me just say one thing. Yo, the majority of my fans is white.
All
You
right.
need to know that.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
I'm never embarrassed, because let me tell you something. If I slipped to something, I'll let y'all know. I ain't scared, you know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't slipping to nothing, but it was about
No,
to
we
go.
were sleeping
Wait, it was
together.
about to go
And
down.
you know what the
All right, so you were very close to having sex.
Play was about, yo, she was about to
Isn't
catch
it true the two of you spent a weekend in a hotel?
She was
Yeah.
about to catch
It is. What went on in the hotel? Be honest, Brigitte.
You know,
Okay, the nicest thing
Pool
is
parties.
about Mr. F, about William, like I call him.
Right.
The concerts, Mr. Flavor Flav.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, William.
Is
Hey, come on,
when we wake up together,
Yes.
he's a very cuddly person, and he would give me a kiss on the cheek, and he says, "Would you like breakfast?"
So he slept with you and didn't penetrate you.
No.
You swear to God on the life of your children.
Yes.
Say it.
I swear to God on the life of my children.
All right.
Why were they sleeping in a bed together?
You know why we were sleeping in the bed together? Because we ain't want to sleep on the floor together. What did you sleeping out on the roof?
Do you know where I was?
Yeah.
Okay, David Coulier finished in the wardrobe, right? I was in
Why
the
don't
living
people sleep in the
room
bed together?
on a bed that was made of plastic that was horrible. And I asked the permission to Mr. F, do you mind, since there were two single beds, can I have the bed there? I have never had a closet. I never had a bathroom. I mean, unbelievable.
Brigitte, you never to go back in time.
Okay.
You met Sylvester Stallone by sending him pictures of yourself.
No, I sent one picture.
And you didn't send
From
multiple
here.
pictures of yourself to him so that he
I
would
thought there was
notice
a
you?
number of attempts to get your picture to him.
No, it's very, very simple, the story. Now you
Give
can
me
hear
the
it from
story.
me.
Good,
Okay.
let me hear it from you.
I was in New York.
I thought y'all said y'all was going to control Flav Flav. Y'all said we can control him. We can control him.
Take it easy, Flav.
I'm going to chill, man.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I was
But
in
y'all
New
ain't
York.
controlling me. I'm
What
controlling
is that noise?
Right, Howard?
Yeah, it keeps...
You hear that?
But ain't that controlling me, though, Howard?
Is that your clock, Flav? Is your clock making noise?
Ticking. Anyway, if you want me to, I go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
I was in New York for the promotion of my first movie that I did with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Red Sonja.
Right.
And there was a gentleman at this dinner where I saw all the models that I used to work with. That was very annoying. And he kept saying, I know Sylvester Stallone, Sly Stallone here. And I said, well, if you know him so well, give me his number. And he goes, he's actually in New York. I said, cool. And I knew I didn't want his autograph, but I wanted to know him.
You wanted to have sex with him. You wanted to be close to him.
No, I wanted to know if his smile, his strange smile was for real or not.
Would you call yourself
And
a
I left,
groupie?
can I just finish?
But would you call yourself a
No,
groupie?
no, because I've never asked an autograph from anyone.
But to send a picture to a Sylvester Stallone.
Just so you know, when you type write a thing and go, Dear Mr. Stallone, my name is Brigitte Nielsen. I've just finished my first movie.
Right.
I want you to know I'm like this, and this is what I look like. It's a professional picture from my modeling days. Nothing wrong with that. I also paid bloody $20.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with
a
it.
man to go up and give it by hand. And Sylvester called me after 2 hours and he says, I'll be right over.
And did you make love to him?
Absolutely not.
Did you make love to him right after he received the picture and you went up to his room?
I did not go to his room.
Where
He
did you
came
meet
to
with
my
him?
hotel.
He came to your hotel, and what occurred in there? What
We
occurred
spoke
in that
about
room?
divorce. Because I was divorcing and he was divorcing from Sasha.
What did you wear in that meeting?
I was in a jogging suit. Did not have blonde hair, red hair because I just finished Red Sonja. I did not put on makeup. And as he walked out, he said, oh my God, you're tall. And he says, however, come for dinner tonight.
And you had dinner and you made love that night?
No.
Tell the truth.
I tell you the
How
truth.
long did you wait to make love till Sylvester Stallone?
Probably a month and a half.
A month and a half. You
You
expect
weren't
me to believe-
together all that time. There must have been some
Because I
trampling
went back
in
to
there.
Denmark. I went to my mom and my dad.
Was he good in bed? And we'll get to Flavor Flav.
I cannot.
When can we make love?
Howard,
make love to you?
I really apologize, but I cannot tell you about my sex life with Sylvester because I would offend the agreements that we have.
You have gag orders?
So if you want to know, give him a call.
Wow, he's got you lock, stock, and barrel.
I'm not interested in talking.
You.
I'm interested in talking about my boyfriend.
It's part of your life.
He's in bed, and he is serious.
Sylvester Stallone, big or small in the pants?
Ask him.
Did he satisfy you and give you an orgasm? That's all I need to know.
Ask him.
Well, what happened? The marriage didn't last long.
Well, 3.5 years is not long enough if you don't get it.
No, it lasted 19 months.
You think you know everything.
You must have driven him crazy, or he drove you crazy.
Well, for a while they were so into. He was definitely into her because he even had a coffee table carved in her likeness.
Wow. Flav, you got a lot of carving to do.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, check 1, 2. I'm just learning a lot of stuff right here, right? I don't know. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I never seen a movie she made or nothing. This is my word. I ain't know nothing about it.
I believe it.
Hey, Howard, you know me, G.
I believe you. I know you're telling the truth.
I watched Private Parts, though.
Thank you.
I was in it, too.
You're damn right. You did a good job.
And one thing that's very important, in case Sylvester's listening, I sent a big kiss his way. I hope Jennifer and his kids are okay. Also because basically our drama was thanks to all the bullshit in the press.
You think that ruined your marriage? Do you think the press ruined your marriage?
I think a lot of it was a part of that. And I was very young. I was 21, 22.
And you were smoking hot, honey.
Smoking.
21. I saw pictures of you. I would have given it to you so hard and so fast.
I can't believe you're talking.
Oh, let me tell you, some Flavor might not have had you, but I would have. You would have sent me some pictures.
Hey, Howard, I'm telling you, G, it was about to go down.
Why'd you stop?
Huh?
Why'd you stop?
Because you can't. You're
honestly, because I am a respectful guy.
I don't.
Wait, hold up. And then we was on TV. You know what I mean?
You made out with her, and you felt her breasts.
Hey, look, man.
I
really wanted to. I really wanted to.
You did. I know you did. I saw it.
Check 1, 2. Yeah, I felt the breast before.
I want to feel those babies too. I'm going to be feeling those before you leave here.
Can't resist it.
Do you mind if I feel them before you leave?
Depends how you behave.
Okay. I'll be on good behavior.
Yes, you
I will. All right, so let me understand more here, because I never met you before. You and Sylvester...
we actually did.
Where did we
meet? We met in Los Angeles.
We did?
Yes.
Where?
When
was that?
And you were so obnoxious and your hair was not the same color.
Color?
I've never colored my hair.
Well, it was different.
Then you must have met
And
Howard
you
Stern
were
impersonator.
much more, because this morning when I was listening to you, I was very upset about the fact you're saying I was fat.
No, you put on some weight. But you're not fat.
No, I'm not. Well,
You have a little bit of a belly.
Yeah, it's true.
And your ass...
Because I'm pregnant.
You are now?
You? No, you're not. Why are you pregnant? Do you have other children?
I have 4 boys.
Didn't you have to give up custody of your other children?
No.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm the mother.
No, but I mean, for a while you couldn't raise like Gastineau's kid and all that.
Are you kidding?
Do you have that custody of those kids?
I walked out after 4 hours having him underneath my arm like this. My little boy, Marcus Gillian Gastineau.
Wait, let me tell you what I read.
Okay.
Clear this up.
Yeah, but you can read anything you want.
Wait, clear this up for me. I don't
Gillian
understand.
lives with me in Milan now. He's a gorgeous boy. He's 14 and a half, and he's almost taller than me.
All right, here. All right, you slid the picture of yourself nude under Sylvester Stallone's door.
Nude. This is not true.
All right, that you cleared up. All right.
Go ahead.
It was rumored that you and Sly divorced because you had an affair with your female secretary.
Okay, it's enough to look at my track record.
Is it true have you ever made love to a woman?
No.
Never in your life?
No.
Interesting.
No, and you know what? It actually doesn't interest me.
You hated Sylvester Stallone's mother. She called you the poorest example of a female that she's
She
ever
called
done.
me a 25-cent slut.
Right.
Yeah,
Why?
you and Jackie did not get along.
But then we did. What's so bizarre about the whole thing is that the years goes by, and she sees the thing, and she calls me up, and we speak together, and she was so sweet. And she said, I do realize it was never for real. I think the mother is very protective of Sylvester because he needs it. And she's worried about a young woman, Danish woman, 21, walking into his life.
And taking
the
over.
only one. Yes, exactly.
All right, here's the part that I read. We'll clear this up. Brigitte's first husband was Danish composer Casper Winding. They have a 20-year-old son together. Brigitte reportedly abandoned Casper, her newborn baby, to pursue an acting career. Is that true?
No. First of all, we're still very good friends. We realized that we were probably more friends than husband and wife.
Good, that's good.
Okay?
Right.
But it is true, right after Julian was born, Dina De Laurentiis called me and asked me, would you like to do a casting for this movie? And I said, I'm not an actress. I was a model. I can't act. No, fly down. Let's check it out. And I got the part.
And then it was hard to raise a kid. You weren't there
Julian,
alone.
okay, Julian till he was 5 stayed with my mom and dad.
So that was tough on you.
Yes, of course it's tough because, you know, when you have a child, you love your child just as...
And Sylvester Stallone would not allow you to move the child in with the two of you when you got married, I bet.
That's not true.
Is it true or false? I'm asking.
That's false. He's got kids. He's a nice man.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Of course. That doesn't mean you can live together, but Sylvester's absolutely a happening guy.
Then you married
and
Mark
he's extremely
Gastineau.
talented.
And
He's a great writer.
Understood. But then you married Mark Gastineau. And
No, I was never married to Mark.
you went out with him.
Went out. They did more than go out.
We lived together for... See, you met with the program at all. Okay,
explain.
I'll show you something.
He beat
You
you.
have to-
Did he beat you or did you beat him?
No, I don't beat anyone.
You smacked Flavor Flav.
No, I took my purse and I did this because
right.
he's got an attitude.
Mr. F.
But
I'm sure you could kick my ass.
beating is one thing.
Could you beat up Flavor Flav if you had to?
I could kill him.
Right, that's what I thought. I know she could beat me up.
But that's not the issue because I adore him and I find him the most sensible, wonderful, talented person
I'm a huge
that
fan
I've
as
met
well.
in a long time.
And I'm telling all y'all out there who can kill people, kill me. I'll be back.
Nice.
You know it.
Yeah, he's a very
However,
original guy.
coming back
Yes.
to the Mark situation, because
Yes.
every time they write in the papers, they write, I was married to him. I was never married to Mark.
You had a kid with him.
But I have a beautiful son. His name is Marcus Killian.
Are you in touch with Mark Gastineau?
No, I'm not, because he's in jail too often.
Does he see his son at all?
Never saw him. Never.
You raised him and he never sees his son.
Exactly. And that's why I don't like you say, oh, you left him here.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm trying to
so
clear
get
this
your
up.
information right before you ask.
I don't have information. I'm asking the source.
However, let's get...
Are you wearing
the next-
panties right now?
Yes, lovey.
Let me see them. Not bad.
Oh, wow, that's
I usually
nice.
don't.
Are you wearing a bra right now?
No, lovey.
Let me see. Prove it. Prove it. I don't believe you.
See them things.
Let me see. Wow.
Flavor Flav, get in there.
Flavor Flav, get in there.
Flavor Flav.
Okay.
Who's got the best seat in the house?
Flav right now.
Can you just ask me, like, a really interesting question?
I think I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Well,
Can
what-
I ask you something?
Sure, baby.
Are you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready for you.
What would you like to do?
Right now. Don't call my bluff. Because, honey, I ain't like Flavor.
I ain't bluffing.
I'll give you...
And he ain't bluffing.
He might not have done it, but I'll do
You
it right
might
now.
think you're but this
You
man.
bend over that couch right now, pull up your dress, and you'll see what you get. You ready to play with the man?
You see, I'm ready to play with your mind.
I'm ready to play with your body.
Okay, just because I'm so fat, right?
No, I'll toss you a salad, honey. I've done my share of fat chicks. Don't you worry about it. I'll do anybody who wants it.
Too much.
Right here, man. I'm packing it. All 1 inch.
That's terrible.
All 1 inch.
It's really. I'm gonna have my boyfriend walk in.
No, I don't want him to kiss my ass.
Oh, man.
Who's your boyfriend now?
He's
Who is
my
it?
fiance,
What? Who is this guy?
Mattia Desi.
And who is he?
He's an Italian guy. He's 26 years old and
Oh,
he
yeah,
comes
right.
from Sardinia.
Got money?
Iglesias. No, he's a bartender.
A bartender.
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna marry him.
I don't know. Why don't you have him walk in here and ask him?
How does he feel about the fact that Flavor went to third base with you? He doesn't care?
Were you together with him while you were with Flav?
Yes, of
Hey,
course.
Yes. You're
I
very
spoke to
European.
him. I spoke to him every day on the phone.
Howard, her fiance's here.
Yes,
we know.
I thought he was the hairdresser.
Oh, really?
The makeup guy. Because he's so
No,
short.
most of all, they asked me, is that your son? They go, is that your son? I go, no, it's my fiance.
Your face is very beautiful. You're a charming woman. I can see why Flav gave it to you.
Oh, stop it, Howard.
Flav?
Yeah.
You the man. You the man.
What's up, Howard? How you doing, man?
Flav, what about you? You drug free?
I'm drug free right now, baby. Start fresh clean, man. Know what I'm saying?
No crack, no angel dust,
None of
nothing.
that shit, G.
I never tried it.
Never tried crack? Flav, tell her about it.
Hey,
Do you
it'll
know,
crack
I never tried-
It'll crack your life.
That's why I never You know, I love my Jack Daniels with a bit of a splash of Coca-Cola.
Yes, Jack and Coke. Me too. You got a boyfriend.
Artie's your man.
I enjoy that,
Howard,
Brigitte.
you just have it been brought in on a silver tray.
Would you like some right now?
Yeah.
You want some Jack and Coke?
Yeah. No,
Honey,
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Here's
Not
sweetheart, I
Coke.
got Jack
Because
right
what
here.
I wanted to tell you, I have never heroin, Coke, what is it called?
Never did heroin?
No, and the thing you
Never
smoke.
Angel dust?
Marijuana?
Yeah, never.
Never.
So if I say, okay,
Flav is smoked up a...
I know, but I'll get
Man,
down with
I
like 3 double Jack Daniels with
I done smoked up about 80 states, man. 80 states. The United States only got 50.
Flav, how many times you like get so wasted you end up in jail?
Man, I never got wasted because of being in jail. I mean, I never went to jail because of being wasted. I just went to jail for being stupid.
What did you do exactly? I don't even remember.
Stupid things.
Stuff with broads, right?
Stupid shit to take me to jail. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. But nah, not the women.
Look at Brigitte rubbing your face. What are you up
That's
to?
right. She could do that. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, though.
But wait a minute. We would read things
asked-
about
wait,
you
wait,
and
hold up, lady,
the
hold
baby's
up one
mamas
second,
and all
wait,
that.
wait, a
Brigitte,
minute.
calm him down a
Hold
little
up
bit.
1 second.
Kiss him a little
But
bit.
check this out, though. Now, you asked her. She smacked Flav. But
You
you didn't
smacked-
say, wait. But y'all didn't say what happened next.
You smacked her back.
Thank you, Howard, my man.
You did?
Oh, yes, he did.
I did. My mama taught me if anybody hits you, you hit them back no matter how big.
Is that what turned you on?
Okay, this
Did
is
that
another-
turn you on?
Word up.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I think it
because
did.
it was too deep. The feeling was too deep. There was much more to
Hey,
it
Howard,
because what I did not
can I tell you the
accept
truth, Howard?
about Mr. F.
I think it did
was,
turn her
he
on,
says,
Howard.
"Well, you-
Howard, I think it did turn her on. Because I'm going to tell you something, Howard. When I smacked her back in the face, she said, ooh, I like that. Yo, I got scared.
You two in the New Orleans area.
But the story,
Hey, yo, she was 6'4".
Bridget, get naked. He'll shut
the
up.
story is this.
Hey, yo, she was 6'4".
That
I'm
Mr. F,
5'7".
as he walked in,
Hey,
especially
man.
like you said, I drank
I
the
was
first
scared
few
for a
days.
second.
That's true, because we were all a bit tense. No one knows each other, and to live together 24 hours is not easy.
That's right.
And I touched his face. I was trying to be nice. I did this, and he goes, "No one touches my face."
That's right.
And I say, "Excuse me? Well, what, are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh, dear.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Are you bloody kidding me, or whatever?
And she was dead serious,
And
too.
we passed 5 days, and who was munching on who? I was munching on you. And
Did you give him oral?
No.
I don't believe it.
Well,
He's
you
got a smile on his face. I know you did.
Hey, I'm smiling because I'm happy because I'm here with my boy Howard Stern, G.
Flavor,
You don't need to know that, man. Come on, don't be trying to blame stuff on Flavor on the radio, son.
You are much sexier. You are much sexier in person.
Ain't going down.
You are much sexier in person.
Are you talking to him?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he couldn't be talking to me.
I don't think in the TV show they did you justice. That's that Cronin, the low budget stuff. He didn't give a good lighting.
No.
I'm telling you.
No. You know what it is because...
You don't look too bad.
Thank you. But the thing is, when at least how I lived this situation, I was just Gita. You forget to say I'm not Bridget.
You're Gita.
What's my name?
Well, have you learned anything, Robin?
Gita.
We've cleared up a little bit of the past, I suppose.
I think we cleared up some things, yeah.
How come I might be getting loud and low? Y'all, is y'all cut me off?
It's your headphones.
Is y'all cut me off every
No,
now and
we're
then?
not touching it. It's your
Y'all
headphones.
ain't gonna do that to Flav, right? Because I'm telling you, man, word
Anyway,
up,
I
man.
wanted to tell you, I spoke with his
Police.
mother.
Okay, Howard.
And her name is
Please.
Anna.
You
And my
spoke to
mother-
Flavor's mother?
I spoke to her moms, too.
And he spoke with my mother.
Word
And
up,
my
both of
mother's
them?
name is Hannah.
And my mom's name is Anna.
Anna. So, yeah.
All right, okay, look.
You're not interested in that, Howard.
No, I don't
Hey,
care.
yo, I just want to say, though.
Yes, Mark Gastineau, you're on the air. Mark Gastineau's on the air. Yes, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, you're on.
Bridget, you're a nigger-loving whore.
Oh, boy. That's not cool.
They should call her Banged Up Nielsen. Jeez, are you washed up?
Oh, boy.
Hey, I'm just curious. Who has more money right now? Who do you think is wealthier, Flavor Flav or Brigitte?
Your mother.
Bridget.
That's the wealthy bitch right there. You know what I'm saying? She got a dolphin in her pussy.
Hey, Flavor.
Word up, man. Tell your mother to go to the hospital and get a checkup from her neck up.
Bigger Flav, I got a question, Bigger Flav.
Oh, boy.
Bigger Flav, what did you grab first, Brigitte? Bigger Flav, what did you grab first, Brigitte's nipples or her wallet?
Come on.
I grabbed your family.
Terrible. Who has more money, Flav?
Yo, Bridget,
Seriously.
man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
I
Brigitte
got
does.
way more than Flav.
Right.
For real. I didn't do 24 movies, G.
Who is this person?
For real.
Zola, you're on the air. Racist, that's who that is.
He can't even race.
That's right. Anybody who grew up in Roosevelt knows that's wrong.
By people like
Alright, goodbye. You test tube,
Let's get somebody new on the phone.
Yeah.
Just call up. They're people.
Flav.
What's up, baby?
Get somebody new on the phone, man. I'm from Greenpoint, where your studio's at.
Oh, word? Stop joking, son.
Oh, sorry, I won't give the address, baby.
Hey, you good?
What do you want, sir?
Hey, Flav, man, it's Zola. I used to hang with you in your studio on Greenpoint, man. Check it. You used to smoke a lot of dust, right?
Dust, ain't
Yeah, I used to smoke back in the days when the movie Star Wars was out.
Oh, you
That was the last time I ever smoked dust and everything, you know what I'm saying?
The Flavor has been honest about his drug use.
Hey, yo, check 1, 2. Honestly, when I flew back here from LA last week, your mom's met me at the airport. We smoked a joint.
Hey, Flav, I understand right now there is a battle over you as a guest. The Jimmy Kimmel Show has Flavor booked.
Yes.
And so does the Craig Kilborn Show, which has special guest host Drew Carey. I know everything that's going on.
So now, what are they doing? They're arguing?
What are you going to do? They are after him more than Tom Cruise.
Howard,
seriously.
I can't believe this guy.
You know your boy Flav. You know what your boy Flav going to do? Split himself in half. Go to Jimmy Kimmel and a Late Late Show and do them both at the same time.
It's impossible. What are you going to do?
For Flav.
Can you bring in my boyfriend thing?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. On line, I will get to it. On line 1 is Flavor Flav's baby mama's court-appointed lawyer.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my.
Dominic Barber.
Well, let's hear it. What is this, Dominic? What do you want?
Flav, you said you're close to your kids, right?
Very close to my kids.
Well, I've just been appointed the lawyer for your kids.
Uh-huh.
And they haven't gotten any support in Nassau County in a lot of years, and you'll be coming back to Nassau County.
You know why? Because they've been getting it from their daddy. They just ain't telling you in the courts about it. And you need to know that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, son. I got 6 kids, and I take care of all my kids, and you need to know that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Even though I don't get to see my 3 oldest, but I take them clothes and I give them money. So, word, fuck what you heard from their mother and everybody else, my brother.
I met your 3 kids. They're the nicest kids in the world.
And they'll tell you just what their mother wants you to.
I spoke to them, and you know the new house, the TV show you're on?
What about
it? I'm going to be putting you in a new house in Nassau County.
Oh, dear.
Hey, yo, check this out.
The Nassau County Jail.
Check this out. I bet you any amount of money your whole family is in the basement of that bitch.
You check it out. When I'm done with you, you're going to be sitting in a brand new house.
I'm gonna be sitting in a brand new house in LA while you be by the Freeport Reservoir fishing.
Yeah,
waiting for Mr. Dinky to dick you in the butt.
Listen.
All right, thank you for that call.
Bye-bye.
Flav, sounds like you're a busy man these days.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times you are misunderstood.
And not only that, but you know what? I bet you that guy is a legal aid.
By the way,
go make some real money, you test tube, baby.
Are a lot of people always after you because you're the great Flavor Flav? They're always trying to get in on your act.
Can I just say something,
Howard? Let me tell you something, man. Everybody always trying to get Flav, but they can't get Flav.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. You know what? You know what?
Your girlfriend wants to say something.
Hey, that's right. I'm a boyfriend for life.
Right.
Until I
and
die.
it's not about defending.
That's my friend.
It's just
until
talking
I die.
about reality, about Mr. F. William, Flavor Flav when he's in concert.
That's right.
He is just a contrast to what people think he is.
I know that.
And he needs a lot of love and he needs a lot of caring.
I get a lot of love, I get a lot of caring, I get a lot of attention, just to mention. You need to know that. Everybody gives Flavor Flav love all around the world.
So evidently, from what we're learning is, Jimmy Kimmel, Craig Kilborn, and your kids all want you, right?
Everybody's fighting over you.
Everyone's fighting over you.
Hey, yo, and you know what? I'm even fighting over me.
Right.
Man,
I want my boyfriend in here.
Why do you want your boyfriend in here? What would he
Because
tell
I
us?
did not like that phone call from that gentleman before.
Yeah, she's been upset since
What was it? What did he even say? I've forgotten already. What upset you?
He was just rude.
Well, what is your
And he
boyfriend
was
going to do about it?
He'll make me feel comfortable. I don't feel
Let us feel your boobs before your boyfriend comes in, and then I'll let him come in. Because I don't want to feel your
It's going to
boobs.
cost you a fortune.
No, it's not. You're going to let me feel those for free. Flav, tell her to make me. Tell her she has to do it.
Hey, yo, check 1, 2 on the strength. Brigitte,
Please, Flav.
you know I love you, right?
let's go to...
You know I love you, right? Let me do it. I said let me do it. I ain't say let him do it. I said let me do it. What about me? Can I do
Can he feel your
What about me?
Yeah.
He can.
See,
Go
I
ahead.
can do this. Look at you.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. How's
That's
that feel?
right. Close to the heart.
Does that feel good?
It feels close to the heart. Y'all need to know that. I felt
Brigitte,
the
did
heart
that feel
beat and
good?
everything.
Your boyfriend will not beat him up? No.
He can't.
I know you can kick some ass.
No, I can't.
They're about the same size.
For real.
What do you
I mean, I'm talking body size. I know you immediately think about the dick.
No, I know. No,
Yo,
Flav,
no,
Flav.
her boyfriend is a nice guy.
He's
man.
a
You
real,
know, for
he's a
real.
sweetheart.
All right,
You know,
let's go
Monty,
to...
Monty is a good.
Can we just?
One
He's a
second.
nice guy,
Can
man.
he-
You know,
I will in a minute. Let me...
Howard, get
Let
on
me
the
squeeze your
program.
boobs. Let me squeeze your boobs and I'll let him in.
No, you
All right,
won't.
well, then you're not getting him in here. Ian, you're on the air. You
now.
Yes, hey now.
Hey, Flavor Flav. You know what time it is?
Yeah, time for you to come on with it. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming.
No, I was watching Jimmy Kimmel the other night. I saw a clip of you smacking her across the face after she smacked you. I just wanted to give you a...
Well, nobody smacks Flavor Flav. No one does.
For real. Nobody. Word, I'll beat your ass. For real.
All right, let's go.
But no, I didn't do it to her. You know why?
Why?
Something told me not to, and I'm glad I listened to me.
Chauncey, go ahead. You're on the air.
For
Hi,
real.
Howard. I have a question for Brigitte. Just 3 questions.
Yes, hello, hi.
Hi. One, is it true that you turned down $1 million to spend a night with an Arab prince?
I wish it was so, because had they offered me that, I would have said yes.
You would have had sex for $1 million.
Yeah.
Does that make you a prostitute if you do that?
No,
It does not.
because it doesn't happen all the time. If you get $1 million just to go for it.
Have you had how many different men have you been with? You estimate in your life?
Can I just finish the questions with the gentleman calling?
Well, you did. You said you wouldn't take.
He had 3 questions.
All right,
This
go
was
ahead.
the first.
All right, Chauncey,
Sorry,
go ahead.
The second question. What, didn't you have cancer, or you were supposed to have cancer?
I did have cancer, yes.
What kind of cancer did you have?
I had it in the uterus when I was 26. The same as my mother.
But didn't they accuse you of making that up, of lying, so that Mark Gastineau would stop playing football? Weren't you accused of that?
I don't think anyone who's an honest person would ever use sickness
To do that?
to change your life, no.
So you went through chemotherapy?
No, they did laser surgery.
What is your minimum price for a man to have sex with you? You say you'd take $1 million, but would you take $500,000? Would you take $500,000 right now? You would not?
No.
It would have to be $1 million.
Definitely. Even
But
more.
this guy offered you $1 million.
Anyway, go ahead. So that
The
was
guy who
the
offered you $1
second.
million, why did you turn it down?
I never got an offer
Never?
like
Yeah,
that.
she says that never
I
happened.
said if someone would have offered me $1 million, I would probably have done it.
Third question, go ahead.
Third question. Is it true that you were booked on a flight and the plane crashed? Right
Yeah,
before you
it was
canceled the flight?
Scandinavian Airlines. On the Monday morning, I was supposed to go see my mother, and I did for Rai, an Italian TV show that's called La Vita in Diretta at 5, and I changed the flight till the Tuesday morning.
And
that
it
I was
saved
booked
your
on,
life.
And I didn't die.
Sly Stallone, you're on the air.
Hey, Brigitte.
How you doing, Sly?
Don't listen to Mark Gastineau.
Okay.
You're a nigger-loving whore.
Oh, boy. Wow. Oh,
You like the monkey in the old
Oh, I'm not going to allow that.
Hey, yo,
I
fam.
am not going to allow.
Why are you mad because I'm your daddy?
Right.
Hey, Howard, Brigitte, I think, was offered $1 million for sex by an Arab sheik, and she did turn it down.
She said she did not.
Why are you coming here?
Because these are all in the notes.
Yeah, but honestly, in that case, this was through Paris, and De Niro was in there. We were all in there.
Did you do De Niro? You had sex with him?
No,
All right,
but
go
we're
ahead.
buddies.
You
But
had
these
sex with
were
him?
no.
Who
What do you think I am?
Beside Mark Gaston and Sylvester
I
Stallone,
mean,
how
Howard,
many
I
other
know
famous men have
you
you had
want me
sex
to
with?
say I had sex with everybody.
Well, who did you have sex with that's famous?
Mark Gastineau, my
Sly
boyfriend,
Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, my first husband.
That's it. And Flavor.
No, it's not it.
I
That's
knew
not
I was
it. But
gonna
I'm
be
not
in
going to
line.
sit here and put out the list.
Didn't you
I'm
have sex with
sorry.
Carrot Top, the comedian?
Who?
Carrot Top.
Don't even know who he is.
No, all
Is
right,
it a
well,
woman?
all right, a lot of women say that.
Yeah. So
Hi,
there you
Pitch
go.
Eric. You're on the air with Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen.
Hey, Flavor Flav, what's up, my man?
Yo, the sky and the ceiling. How you feeling?
Yeah, you know my nigga. You remember I picked up Kentucky Fried Chicken and watermelon?
Oh,
No
man.
doubt. No doubt. Bring it on, son.
Wow.
Terrible.
I mean, where's a nice comment? Jeff,
Bring it on,
Jeff,
man.
go ahead. You're on the air.
Bring it
Hey,
on, man.
Flavor Flav, what's up, my man?
Yo, what's up, baby boy?
Hey, what's going on, man? Man, I grew up on Public Enemy, man. Now we're
Great band.
911 is a joke in your town, man.
Yo, thank you,
911's
fam,
a joke
man.
in your
Love to
town.
you too, fam.
Brigitte, are you aware of Flav's music, how wonderful it is?
Yeah, he gave me a CD.
He did, okay, good, all right, because he's a tremendous artist.
Hey, yo, thank you for the love, fam. You need to know that. For real.
Flavor, let me first say to you, your clock is bigger than ever.
Thank you,
And
Howard.
so is your personality.
I thank you for that too,
I'm
Howard.
just fascinated by the eyewear.
Oh, and I thank you too, baby.
Those are great
Wait,
shades.
what's your name again?
Robin.
Robin. Robin Hood.
Robin
Hey, yo, my boy Magic wife name is Robin too. Going out to Magic and Robin.
Let me
yo,
say,
what's up, Robin? How you
Flavor,
doing back there, baby girl?
Flavor, let me say to you,
Yeah, what's the deal, Howard? You ain't been talking to me all
congratulations on your new show. I'm
thank
very curious to see how you settle the late night wars. They're fighting over you. Whether it'll be Jimmy Kimmel or the Craig Kilborn show, it'll be very interesting to see what you do.
Alright, no doubt. But yo, Howard, man.
Where's my
wait.
boyfriend?
Brigitte.
I want you to meet him.
I gotta
on
beef. I
air.
gotta beef. Wait, hold up.
Can you call
I
my
gotta
boyfriend?
beef. Now, let me say my beef. Let me say my beef. Let me say my beef. No,
Can't grab the microphone.
Y'all blocking me out now. Y'all can't block me out. Y'all can't block me out. Check
Nobody's
1 2.
blocking you.
Check 1 2. I got a beef. Check this out. Flav is shooting a documentary, right? Now check 1 2. I'm an icon. I'm a legend. Now Howard, your TV cameras are shooting me. How come I can't come in and film my documentary in your spot?
I got the police after me. I can't be on that
I got
documentary.
no. That's yo.
Wait a second, listen to me. Let's meet Brigitte's boyfriend.
FCC, you and them is cool already.
Yeah.
We know that. You still here.
please.
You later for the police, Howard.
Mr. F,
I want to shoot
William.
some of my documentary, Howard. It ain't
No, we're
fair.
not
It ain't
shooting any
fair.
documentary.
It ain't fair. Come on, man. I know this is CBS. CBS can shoot me, but Flav can't shoot
Are you listening
CBS.
to me? Dove sei? Dai, vieni qua.
Like the guy
Brigitte, let me quickly meet your boyfriend.
Yes,
Flav,
please.
give me a chance here. Come
Y'all
bring
been
him
getting
in.
a chance from Flav all morning. I ain't been making no noise.
All right.
No noise.
Ciao, amore.
What is your
Hey, yo,
name,
cuz, they ain't let me make noise.
What is your name, brother?
Mattia.
Mattia. Mattia, you speak English?
A little.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Good.
You in love with Brigitte?
Really. In love.
In love?
Fall in love.
You make love to her?
Yeah.
Yes, it's good. It's good?
Yeah.
You give it to her good?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at that, isn't you? Aren't you lucky?
Brigitte,
Yeah.
you want to marry me?
See.
Oh.
Oh my God. Is that a for real proposal? Don't look at me, look at her. It's gazing in my eyes.
Lo dici davvero? Io ti amo tanto, vedi sì.
Oh my. We just had a proposal happen on the air.
Brigitte,
She just told him. She asked him if he was
are you
telling the
crying?
truth.
No, I'm happy.
Is this a for real thing? Are you really getting married again?
Wow.
Flavor Flav's hand was on your can 2 minutes ago.
Do you wanna go over and
Yeah, I do.
I'm a little you wanna go over to him? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Flavor, this
Yeah,
is
what do I do with the...
Just take those off first.
Can I ask you something? Aren't you disturbed that she was fooling around with Flavor in that house? I mean, doesn't that make you jealous?
What? What do you want? You're gonna ruin it.
Howard, man.
Flavor, this is a big moment.
Niente ti fa fastidio?
Chill out.
No. No. He's not bothered by them.
Aren't you a little tall for him?
No. Because you know what, Howard? Once we lay down, it doesn't make a difference.
So you are now, when is the wedding? When will you get married?
Quanto ci sposiamo?
The 1st of July.
Oh.
2006.
2006. Well, isn't that...
Oh.
Are you not jealous that she was just fooling around with Flavor Flav for the weekend?
Allora, sei disturbato il fatto che io sto molto bene con lui e faccio il flirtatious o no?
I know, no.
You don't care. Well, aren't you
Boy
lucky?
is down with the mood.
You are going to go, you are following
He's a nice guy,
Sylvester Stallone, you are following
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold, you made love to Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes.
You never told me that before.
I know, because you didn't ask me.
How is he? Scale of 1 to 10, good or bad? I don't see
Very
it.
good.
Very good.
Very nice guy. Very funny.
During the filming of Red Sonja,
Wonderful.
you made love to Arnold Schwarzenegger multiple
And he was telling me actually during that time, he was saying, one day I'll become the governor of California.
Really?
And I actually, hey Arnold, hey Annie, how are you doing? I'm proud of you. You're
So-
the best.
Well, there you go. There you have it. An exclusive.
I mean, that's the first proposal that's ever happened on the air, on these airways.
Do you mind if I feel up your fiance?
No, but I'd like to say something.
Yes.
I was very much in love when I was 17 years old with an Italian guy. I'm very much in love, and I'm very, very happy with Mattia.
So maybe you don't want to have sex with Flav anymore if you're going to be married.
Well, sex is sex, and making love is making love, and being in love is very important.
We've learned a lesson, and I'm going to put that on the poster. The couple is making out and kissing. This is very romantic. I wish the two of you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
Flava, you are a great star. I wish you luck with this new TV show.
And we're going to be doing the next TV show together.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Perhaps
That's when we'll have our divorce.
Brigitte, quickly, take off all your clothes. Quickly,
I can't.
quickly.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Getting married.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have let her get engaged before you
If you bring me to the beach,
yes.
I will, and then they'll arrest me, and we'll end up in the same situation.
Guys, how do you think everything went there?
Well, everything went good, man.
It was lovely.
Everything went good.
You know what it
Flav
is?
just wasn't noisy enough.
You know what it is, Mr. F? When we're together, we're cool. It's happening because I respect him, he respects me, and we both like each other a lot.
There was no honesty there. I mean, Brigitte, you flashed, you showed your underwear.
Yeah, because I'm asked to. And since I always walk topless, just with a tiny slip on at the beach, I don't see why I cannot do it in front of Howard Stern.
You had a good time in there?
Yeah.
Flav?
Had a good time. It was all right, man.
Now, Brigitte, after the interview was over, you kind of attacked Howard. You took his shirt off.
Yeah.
What was that about?
It's simply because he asked everybody to do everything. And I think Mr. F did it, I did it. Is he ready to do it too? He was not, so I had to do it for him.
So you kind of turned the tables.
Yeah.
Were you impressed?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to tell you that. It's like playing poker. Thank you. It's over.
So during the commercials, I'm saying goodbye to Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen, and Brigitte Nielsen comes up to me and goes, "Don't you ever call me fat again." She goes, "Let me see," and she rips open my shirt, and she, I got a little belly on the bottom, so she grabs my fat and starts hauling me into the middle of the room by my fat.
No, I don't want to show my belly. Don't show my belly. I'll do it.
That is unbelievable.
Okay,
here's mine.
You look great. Thank you for doing the show.
Hey.
I'm sorry I don't have Jack Daniels. Most people don't want to drink this early.
I'm jet lag, and for me, it's afternoon, okay? Take it in.
Me too.
I just wanted to say hello and thank you.
It was very sweet. Sorry we were with the...
Oh, no. It was a pleasure to meet you.
I don't believe it. Where did you find it?
There's a guy that drinks all the time.
Oh, there's Jack Daniels.
Okay, they better give me a commercial. Because Mother is having it right here. Only I can't open it. What, did they use super glue?
And this is old girl right here. This is the guy that's smoking my
That's good. Thank you. You're very kind. Jackie, without Coca-Cola, it's not the right to. It's supposed to be a splash of Coke. No capping. No, I would like you to take my gum and a cap.
Right in there.
She's got it in her hand.
She overpowered me.
Yeah, well, you then said you were going to go to the bathroom. She undid your shirt completely, was stripping your clothes off. You were running to the bathroom, and she said, "I'm going with you."
And then, by the way, when she came over the corner and started grabbing my fat, before that, she grabbed my package.
Oh, really?
Came over, yeah, just totally grabbed it. He's got all the tape of it. Roll some of that tape. Let me see that.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. All right.
Check. Okay, you wanted me to take off my clothes.
No,
No,
I don't want you to.
We want to see what the story is all about. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, size.
How's this?
Okay, we gotta do a little
How's it? No.
Let's see how it is.
I don't want to. I'm not as brave as you.
A little chuffy here.
I'm not as brave as you.
Okay.
I'm getting out of here. I gotta rest.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. You don't want to. You are a delight to have on. Come see us again, seriously. I hope you enjoy being here. Thank you, Brigitte. Best to you. All right, I won't, because you exposed that I am.
And you are.
I'm on. I'm on. I got 30 seconds.
He's got 30 seconds. I can't. Just keep it close.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Really? Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Coming up in about 10.
10, run, Howard, run!
I had no idea what to do when she was coming at me like a battering ram. And she grabbed a bottle of Jack Daniels and started drinking.
A little miniature bottle.
Miniature bottle, she downed it.
She gave me my stash. Gary said to her, she took a little sip, and Gary said, well, here's the cap. She goes, oh, no cap. I'm finishing.
We don't need a cap.
All I had was an airline bottle that I keep here in emergency.
Is that right? That's your emergency bottle?
Yeah, so now I'm out.
She was going to come in the bathroom. God knows what was going to go on there. I didn't want to know. It was frightening. I'm going to bang you.
Well, Howard.
I'm going to teach you what it's all about. How do you know even in the... Let me ask you something. How do you know a guy's good if you only slept with 2 guys?
What do you say we double that number today?
I don't think so. To interview at the Howard Stern Show. I am playing Lois Lane on Smallville, and I'm really excited, a bit nervous, but Howard's been good to everybody, so I'm just kind of hoping he'll be gentle with me because he's my first.
Erica Durance is the new Lois Lane on Smallville, one of my favorite TV shows. And you know she's got to be hot because Lois Lane is hot.
I just saw her. She's hot.
Let me see. Stop. Oh, yeah. Interesting casting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lois Lane. How you doing, baby? How are you, Erica? Big break for you being Lois Lane.
Exciting.
Very exciting. And the dude who plays Superboy, you must be hot for him. He's a good-looking ex-model.
Tom Welling? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Tom Welling?
Yeah, but he's a himbo, so...
Oh, he can be my himbo. Call him what you want.
I have to put him down because...
We hate him.
Pretty.
He's a pretty boy.
He's very pretty. Well, he's a very nice guy.
You're a good-looking girl.
Thank you.
How long have you been acting?
I have been acting in Vancouver for only about 5 years, so...
5 years?
Yeah.
From Vancouver?
Yes.
So you got to be young to play Lois. How old are you?
26.
26, but you're playing like a teenager, right?
Yes, it's a trick.
Yeah, you could pass. You're a young-looking 26.
They take a lot of makeup off, put your hair up.
Right. And you had to audition for this?
Yes. I had to
How
audition.
many people were auditioning?
You know what? I'm really curious. I have no idea how many people have. I assume it's a lot.
Yeah.
And especially when I was testing, I didn't want to have.
Did you have to read with Tom?
No, I didn't get to.
Robin's over there.
I'm looking for you, Robin. I'm like, where's the baby? Hello.
When's Smallville start? Wednesday?
Tomorrow night, Wednesday.
I can't wait. Are you in the first one?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so Lois Lane is. Are you in it all season?
Let me impress her with, since she's a hot chick, with my knowledge of Superman. Have any questions about the history of Superman that you want to ask me?
You know what, Howard? On the plane over, I started reading the history of Superman, but I didn't get very far.
Anything you need to know?
Shoot, give me some interesting trivia that I can bring back and maybe impress.
Do you know the different types of kryptonite that Superman could be potentially exposed to and what they do to him?
No.
Wow.
Terrible.
How you gonna be Lois Lane
if you don't know anything?
What do you think? I'm studying like a crazy maniac.
Okay, green kryptonite. You know what that does?
Yes. Is there black too?
Hold on. No, there's nothing black in Superman. There's gold kryptonite. Do you know what that does?
No.
Gold kryptonite takes away Superman's powers permanently.
Oh.
So he's never been exposed to that?
No,
obviously.
It's the rare form of kryptonite. Green kryptonite can kill him.
Yes.
Red kryptonite, you should know what that does. They deal with red kryptonite on the show.
Doesn't it make him evil?
Well, it has different weird effects on him. It could make him gay, for Christ's sake.
It's sort of like a psychedelic for him.
It's like,
Maybe I should have that somewhere.
It makes him crazy.
Yeah, control him.
I'm trying to turn her on with my knowledge of Superman. Maybe she'll go to bed with me. I know how to pick up a chick like you. Don't worry about it. So, you go in and you audition. How many times do you have to audition to get Lois Lane on Smallville?
Well, for this, I auditioned once in Vancouver.
Right.
And then I went down and did the testing process that every actor loves in LA.
So in other words,
Yeah.
you go and they shoot with you. Who do you shoot with?
You actually don't always shoot. Sometimes you're just there doing your piece in front of all the executives, and you're just by yourself and you've got the reader, and that's it.
And what'd you do before this? You must have been in some stuff? Or is this your big break?
Well, this is the really big one. Last year, Warner Brothers put me on one of those holding deals, and I got 111 Gramercy Park, which is pilot. Didn't end up going, and then they gave me a chance this year. And then other than that, I've done, guest spots on Stargate and Chicaling and Andromeda.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Three Hills, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, I see. And then what, you like one of those chicks who was like acting all the time when you were growing up?
One of those annoying ones.
Yeah, one of those love me daddies. Please notice me.
School plays,
Yeah, I'll go on the stage and everyone will notice me.
I was always in the play.
You always in the school play and
I
everything?
was in a lot of them, yeah.
You took acting lessons and stuff?
I took acting lessons and go to acting camp. Oh, geez, I never took it that far, but that might be interesting.
Ever do a guy who was like a casting guy, or anybody ever do a guy to get a part?
No.
You're kidding.
Not yet.
That's when you hit 30. That'll start.
Well, what's your story? You got a boyfriend?
I have a fiance.
Oh, too bad.
What does he do?
He's an actor as well.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Is he gay?
No. And he's not an actor where they're just so up and down, mood swings crazy. He's wonderful.
Yeah, we'll see. Everybody's wonderful now.
Yeah, I mean, is he like a working actor or?
Yes, he is.
When you put on 20 pounds, see how wonderful he is.
I would. Is the guy? It's somebody we would know?
You may or may not. He works in theater as well.
Never heard of him.
Then we may not.
Oh, just TV.
Her fiance was Vin Diesel's body double in the Chronicles of Riddick.
There's probably a big muscle
Also,
head.
He's prettier than Vin Diesel.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's got a good physique too.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story? Someone told me you were married at a young age, like 18?
Yes. Yes.
And the first guy you ever had sex with, you married?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Well, when you grow up kind of with a religious background, right?
What religion are you?
Baptist.
Baptist? And when your parents laid a whole trip on you, if you're going to have sex, you got to be married?
No, it was just kind of the whole thing. I grew up in a community where it was very kind of in a bubble.
So where did you meet this guy, in high school?
Yeah, he was in college when I was in high school.
And then you were the hot chick in high school. You were most popular. Don't tell me you weren't hot in high school.
I was a bit nerdy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure. I was.
Not nerdy enough to know all the kryptonite.
Bring us those pictures and we can all cry together.
Nerdy is when you know when that gold kryptonite can kill Superman.
That's nerdy.
Yeah, you weren't in a Star Wars uniform or a Star Trek outfit.
When you marry, you didn't play cards every Friday night.
You in the Starfleet uniform.
So you meet this guy. He was your first real boyfriend. And for how long did you go out with him until you married him?
Year and a half.
What were you, like 18 when you got married?
Mm-hmm.
And so you were so horny. Like what would you you could do? What are the rules when you're about to
Were you a virgin?
Could you have anal with the guy?
No.
All right.
That's
some
a
girls,
big no-no for the Baptists.
But some girls would have anal with a guy and say, "I'm saving myself for my man."
That way they don't have to get married.
That's like the big bad hole for
But you would give him oral before you were married, right?
Well.
How about that?
Is that a no? So what were you able to do before you got married? Just make out and pet?
There was, that's so funny. We did a little bit of petting.
He was allowed to touch your boobs. By the way, they're nice.
Yes.
What do you, a C? I'd say you're about
Between a B and a C, but
nice.
you actually probably know better than I would. Yes.
Yeah. I'd have to weigh them to know for sure.
Put them on the scale.
Put them on the metric. Where's the metric scale, Rob?
I think it's in the palm of your hands.
Yes.
You should know, I was looking at the notes on Erica. Erica has slept with 2 men in her life. She married. And
this new guy.
What a waste. I'm going to bang you.
Well, Howard.
I'm going to teach you what it's all about. How do you know even in the... Let me ask you something. How do you know a guy's good if you only slept with 2 guys?
What do you say we double that number today?
I don't think so.
Give me some anal.
You like the whole question about the anal stuff,
Love it.
huh?
Love it. Makes women turn red. So wait a second. So you're with this guy in high school.
Yes.
And you're the hot chick in high school, and he's probably like a star football player and all that kind of crap. I could see you falling for that.
He was a musician.
A musician, okay.
Yes.
I could see that.
Gone for the artsy types.
And So the whole time you were like, he's like, oh, please, please. I think
No,
we
he
should
was
do it.
actually pretty good too, because he was Baptist too.
But he would be on a date with you, and he'd probably be bona fide the whole time. And like, what would you do? Did you release him, or did you like make him just sweat it out? What do you want with
Just
it?
say that I wasn't mean to my boyfriends where they couldn't actually enjoy themselves.
So he didn't have blue.
No,
You would use your hand on the guy,
possibly.
not your mouth.
No.
Jesus Christ. How long did he have to put up with that for? A year and a half?
Oh dear.
So that mouth is only for yapping, huh?
Artie.
I'm sorry.
You love me.
I'm an ugly guy. I lash out.
You messing around with any girls?
No.
No? Oh, she's lying.
That was not the truth. You're a really bad liar.
So you used your hand on the guy for a year and a half, and then the big wedding night occurs.
Yes.
And that's got to be a lot of pressure because the two of you have never really had sex before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had maybe, but you hadn't, and you never had sex together.
That's right.
So what did you do? Did you like were you old fashioned? Did you go in the bathroom and change?
It was very kind of throwback to the older times where you get all kind of dressed up. It was actually really romantic.
Had he
So
seen
there
you?
was a reason for the trousseau and all of that because you'd never done that before.
That's right.
Had he seen you naked before then, or was this the first time he was going to see you fully nude?
He had seen little bits and pieces.
Like he'd seen you with your shirt off.
Yes.
But like he'd lift the shirt off and the bra, but like he wouldn't take it all the way off. There were rules, right?
There's rules.
I got a
There's
feeling.
always rules.
So had he ever seen your hey nanu nanu?
No.
Never. He never pulled your pants off, but he put his hand down your pants before you were. He had it.
Oh, he couldn't go below the waist. Is that what we're talking about here?
He never touched below the waist.
Okay. Once.
Be honest. Once.
Once.
Okay.
Yes.
Before the wedding night.
Mm-hmm. You had to figure everything out.
Wow.
Right?
It's our wedding night. It's about time I showed you my penis.
No!
Did you want us? So you had seen his wiener.
Oh yeah.
No, had you? I'm curious. I want to know because this doesn't happen a lot. There's not too many girls that come here and have this kind of background. Did you? So you hadn't really seen his wiener before you got married, right? You maybe used your like.
You touched it.
Well, when you touch it, you can sometimes see it. Yeah.
But you couldn't see. He kept it in his pants.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the rule?
We had to keep, a certain amount of distance.
So like, where would you go to be together? In a car or something?
Yeah, I mean,
you'd
where
be
a lot of
making out.
teenagers gotta be together, cars or whatever.
So the rules with you were you could make out, then he could lift your shirt up in your bra.
It wasn't that like.
No, but I mean, okay, but basically these were the rules. And then you would use your hand on him, but you only unbuckle his pants a little bit, right?
Oh my god, this makes me sound so strange.
No, I'm trying to
Did
understand.
you do that all the time, or that was just for the really critical occasions?
No, how did you do it though without taking?
It was like one of those well, some people wouldn't consider it a natural.
But I'm curious. I'm not trying to. I'm not making jokes here. You have to keep it in the pants, right?
Well, you have to. It didn't get like thrown out there. Hey, baby, this is what I got to offer you. No, but I mean.
Would he rub up against you? Would he hump you?
Oh, jeez.
Was that it? I mean, how did people work that out?
When was the first time you had sex, Howard?
It was 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
With my grandmother. Honestly, she molested me constantly.
Oh wow.
She gave me oral when I was 7.
So therefore, you have all these kind of questions that you ask all the time.
She would use her feet on me. She'd give me a. No, the first time I had sex, like real sex.
Yeah.
16.
16.
Yeah.
See, I'm not so bad. 18.
Yeah, but you
Couple
were
years
married.
You were married. That's the whole thing. So the rule was you would use your hand, but it was over the pants. I get a feeling.
No, because I told you before, I've actually touched it.
She reached
So
into
she
his
put
pants.
her hand in.
So that was
There
okay.
you go. There's the visual.
So pre-marriage, you were allowed to touch it, and he's allowed, but he wasn't allowed to touch you except one time.
Yeah, well, I just don't go into that too much. I have few little secrets that I keep tucked away from me.
So then on the wedding night, did you come out in like your trousseau?
Yes.
You did. You had like a negligee, and you walked out,
He's
and
really sweet.
and you revealed yourself to him.
And he's lying there waiting.
Yes, it was very romantic.
So you guys ended up getting divorced because probably sexually it wasn't all that great.
Well, I think we actually got divorced because
I was really young, and you know, you get married really young, and you kind of grow apart, and we both kind of grew apart, and it was just kind of...
How was it when you did it? Was it horrible?
No.
The first time wasn't bad?
Yeah, surprisingly, no.
Now, what age were you when you got divorced then?
21.
Oh my.
You know,
that's hot. Yeah.
Just to become of age, you know?
You ever worked nude in any films? Have you ever done any nude work?
I did one topless thing once.
Nice. What's that?
She goes from not being able to get married and not having for marriage to now being topless.
Where were you topless? What role is that?
I did that in House of the Dead.
House of the Dead?
Yeah.
Is that Rob Zombie film?
Yeah.
But you were in Rob's movie? And he got you topless for it?
It was a horror movie, yeah.
I gotta rent that now.
There you go, Howard.
I was gonna say, you know, her parents tried to talk her out of the wedding. Her parents didn't want her to get married.
Yes.
Well, they
knew.
They knew. Yeah, they knew.
They knew there might be trouble down the way.
But the problem is she was so horny, in order to get laid, she had to get
And if
married.
they had just said, go ahead and do it,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have been wanting to get married.
Yeah, it's awful. Girl 18 years old with a body like that's like driving around in a Porsche.
They were just saying no to everything.
It's like driving around in a Porsche and not putting any gas into it.
But if that were your daughter, at some point, wouldn't you say, all right, you know what, I told you not to get laid, but don't get married, just get laid.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Kids, go get laid. Yeah, I prefer my kids get laid, quite frankly, than get married.
Right. Well, my mom always said she was great. My mom was great. I was just stuck in that time. This is what I want. I found the person I want to be with. And, you know, you grow up in a really small town and it's religious and you just think, okay, this is...
You're 18, you don't know anything
right,
yet.
yeah.
You don't know you're going to change.
Right, but...
Yeah, you don't know the things that can completely go the other way.
How do you tell everybody now that, I mean, it was your idea to get the divorce, right?
We both kind of agreed.
Nah, it was your idea.
You messing around with any girls? I bet you have.
No.
No? Oh, she's lying.
That was not the truth.
Okay,
You're
you
a
want the
really
real
bad
truth?
liar.
I'll tell you the real truth.
Live an honest life. Go ahead.
Okay, this is the most exciting my experience with a girl has been. I had to test for a part, and so we had to kiss and stuff like that.
You and another chick.
Well, there was three girls, so then you'd be paired up and you'd go and you test, and then you'd go back and you'd be paired up with another one, you go and you test.
Who was directing that movie? Rob Schneider?
Why do you, so what are you getting married for? Why don't you just hang out with this dude? What's the rush?
I just love him.
You love him without getting married, but you're gonna get...
Haven't you figured out, like, yet that things change? You're still young?
Yeah. Don't you know you're gonna get bored with that?
No.
Ever use a vibrator?
No.
Well, you're uptight.
I'm not.
Not even a carrot?
Oh, what are you saying?
I use carrots on my woman. Yes, Jeff. Go ahead real quick because Erica Durant has to get back to Smallville, which premieres tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the WB.
Right.
Right on. Hey, I saw the previews, I guess the commercials for this show, and this girl is smoking hot.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the show. I'm really excited. I love the show. It's my favorite show on television. I think it's well written.
So you going to be watching tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
We watch every week.
Yeah,
We're two fans right here.
Yeah, we're hardcore.
I got you.
You sure do. That's a great show.
Were you guys saying that she got married when she was 18?
Yeah.
And I bet she freaked out when she got divorced.
Yeah, I did. That was a low point. Very low point in my life. Yeah.
Well, what I was wondering was, have you guys ever seen that Kevin Smith movie where they're talking about when, I guess, Superman, that it would be like shooting a shotgun to Lois Lane?
Where do they talk about that?
It's that movie Mallrats.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, let me tell you something. The Superman movie started the myth that Superman can't have sex with a woman. It was never addressed up until then.
Right. And I was the first one who said, well, Superman would kill her when he did that.
But that's not true because, let me just explain something to you, because if anybody knows about Superman, I do.
All right, Howard.
Superman, in all the comics, is able to go against a guy and punch him and not kill him. Superman can control.
But it took him a while. Remember? I mean, that's the great thing about Smallville.
No, it didn't.
You see him trying to control.
No, forget Smallville. Talking about the comic book. he could bang a chick and not kill her.
He might have killed a few on his way to learning.
So the idea that he'd have to be exposed to kryptonite and get rid of his powers is absurd. He can bang chicks.
I think it was more about making Lois Lane safe, that if he was Superman, she would always be vulnerable if it was known that she was his girl. And it was for her safety he did it.
Protecting the woman.
Yes. Had nothing to do with his sexual prowess.
Well, you seem like a very lovely woman, if you know what I'm saying. And, yeah. You're hot. There's no question about it.
Thank you.
And I would definitely have sex with you, and I know you were probably wondering if I would. So there's your answer. That's your reward.
I was wondering if you'd say that.
Yeah, give him that trivia. Would you have sex with me?
I would love to have sex with the girl who plays Lois Lane on Smallville. That would be my honor. I'd bang you and Lana Lang at the same time. See Erica Durance on Smallville, premiering tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the WB. Congratulations on getting the part.
Thank you very much.
It's a great part. I'm sure they write
so
great
much
in the
fun.
show.
Yeah,
yes, Artie?
I'm saying your fiance is very talented. The body double work in the Chronicles of Riddick is particularly good.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
He's better than Ben.
He did great body double work. Yeah. You ought to dump that guy and come over here and have sex with me and Artie and Fred.
Surreal.
If you saw him, you might not say that.
Is everything looks? What about being with a guy who knows all of the Superman lore? What about a guy who goes to Star Trek conventions, you know? Give him a chance.
He's at the Stargate conventions. He's one of the people there.
Do you wear bikinis when you go on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good body?
I work hard to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, I think so.
You ever go to a nude beach?
No, I haven't, but I want to go to France sometime.
Yeah.
And check it out.
Ever use a vibrator?
No.
Oh, you were uptight.
I'm not.
Your new
They
husband?
didn't hand those out at the Baptist school.
Your husband
I don't know.
doesn't.
Can you see that?
Your husband doesn't use a vibrator on you? That's a no. Not even a carrot?
What are you saying?
I use carrots on my woman.
Well, I've never eaten a salad over here.
And vegetables.
All right, everybody, we'll be back after these words. Check out Erica on Smallville, premiering tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on the WB. I truly do love that show.
Yeah, some.
Everything going?
It went really well. I think it was a lot of fun, and Howard's, so good at what he does, and Robin and stuff, and we just had a good laugh, and yeah, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Everybody seemed really interested in your sex life when you were younger.
Yeah. I knew they would glob onto something, so just kind of have to try to roll with it and laugh a lot, laugh at yourself, and yeah.
You kind of kept some of the information, though, secret.
Yeah, because it's my, it's my personal life, and there's a lot of things that I'm not going to necessarily say, so, but, again, like I said, you have to just learn to laugh, and laugh at your past, because it's your past, and be proud of what it is.
Did you have time?
Yes, I did.
Thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me. See you later.